Good afternoon, everybody. We're live back here in the boxed-in Bardicdice channel for our double duty D&D. I'm so excited to be back here. We just had our Bardic Brews episode yesterday, interviewing Greg, Good Deeds, on our road to Netherdeep. So if you're new to the channel, hello, welcome, welcome. My name is Bardicdice. And we are going to be getting back to a second campaign. So tonight is our Fates United homebrew game with our lovely players here, the four that you can see. Two wonderful power duo husband and wife couples, and you will hear what they do here in a second. But this is our homebrew game that we do on Thursday, 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And on Wednesdays, we just wrapped up Wild Beyond the Witchlight and had an amazing one-shot too with some amazing guest stars. So we're going to be taking June to kind of prep for our next campaign, The Call of the Netherdeep. It's going to be super excited. We got a few new players, Megan and Greg, Mara and Good Deeds in the chat. So you will see their interviews, kind of get a chance to know the players here throughout June, and chat as well during our Bardic Brews is going to help me decide some fun NPC stuff. Like, for example, not deciding a certain NPC art and deciding that we're gonna have 3 instead, since no one could vote on anything. So we'll have fun doing that throughout June, and then beginning of July, we'll go live with the start of the Call of the Netherdeep. We have some fun surprises in store, so you definitely want to check that out. But if you haven't already, consider giving us a follow below on the channel, the little bell so you'll be notified when we go live, and here's the socials as well, which, thanks to Rachel and Adelie helping to remind me, we are almost caught up on YouTube. I have had a couple days off where we got post-it notes and everything. So we're about 8 episodes behind on Fates. However, once we get caught up, I'm going to get caught up hopefully tonight, or at least this weekend. We'll be able to get that live. So you'll be able to watch the VODs live the day after. So I'll be uploading them the night of the show, and you'll get them the next day. And I'm gonna go ahead and post-upload all of the Wild Beyond the Witchlight as well. So if you didn't get a chance to watch those will be on YouTube here coming shortly. So yeah, I can actually promote YouTube again. It's kind of fun. It's been a while. It's been pretty bad, and unfortunately there are a few corrupt files, 1 or 2 lost episodes just because of my negligence. So I do apologize, but there at least are recaps in the beginning of the episodes to catch you up on that as well. So that being said, we also have a small little merch store if you're interested. We have some fun Fate stuff, and hopefully some new projects here coming up soon, but we're kind of focusing on Netherdeep, so possibly some more stuff in the future. Maybe I can work with Dealey on some chibi stickers, since we saw the really cute ones for Zelda. You definitely go on and check that out. Which, another reminder as well, we play, Mark, Rachel, and I, and now D, who is guest starring in it, plays in literary_DM's Zelda-inspired Winds of Calamity on Tuesday. So you definitely want to go check that out as well. It's super fun. That's a wave, not a wind, but I appreciate the effort.
No, I was making wind sounds, Mike.
Yeah, but that's a wave.
Swirling.
That's a wave.
It's swirling.
This is a wave.
It's my own way of how I say it.
I'm DM. I'm overriding that one on this channel. I just saw this. I'm like, that's not a wind.
I was trying to support you, but I guess
I appreciate it, even though no one else does it with me on Winds of Calamity. That's all right. Did you do it? I didn't see it. My apologies. Dealey did. Okay, well, good. That being said as well.
Lit agrees with me. Lit, just saying.
That's fine. Also, if you want to enjoy the fun back and forth joking and positivity that we do here on this channel, you can also get that offline in our Discord that we share with Marquee Gaming and a whole lot of other amazing content creators. We even have a channel, Fates United, which is now split from Call of the Netherdeep, where you can post GIFs and reactions like turtles and flat earths, because those are relevant. Just letting you know. But it's also just a fun place to surprise people and kind of laugh during the one, and as well as people that don't get a chance to watch it to see the reactions and be like, what the heck's going on tonight? So it's a lot of fun. Our Discord's amazing. We have great content creators, poets, metalworkers, artists, just amazing people that you can nerd out with. We talk about movies and TV and stuff like that as well, and just every day, just random stuff. Kind of like a little social status, I guess. So it's a lot of fun. The tavern's been a really amazing community just to keep us all kind of grounded over the past 2 years. So thank you guys so much for that. That being said, I think I am done with my announcements. Why don't we go ahead and get into player introductions and what character you're playing that are now at level 9 with our brand new, finally updated character sheets down below, which have clouds and better highlights. So it's fun. They're rocked now, so just letting you guys know. But Deely, why don't you introduce yourself? You are our official artist for our Wednesday games. What else are you up to?
Hi, I'm Deely, aka Rapazil. I do art streams on Tuesdays, and it's super fun. 1 p.m. PST, because I'm on that time zone. If you need help, just look it up on Google what it is your local time. But yeah, it's super fun, and I did such cute little chibis. They're on Twitter and the tavern if you want to go check them out. I also do commissions. And on here, I play Meikai, a tiefling, Tensei monk. Super, super fun. I love her. She has a really nice backhand thing going, so we'll see if we can keep that up.
We promote backhand monks here. Yep, that's what we do.
Yeah, monk of the backhand. New subclass. Check it out. And now she can walk on water. So, you know, I'm running out of things I can't do. No, I can do magic. Yeah, we're still good. So, monks are pretty great, guys.
Par just wants you to turn water into wine, and he'll be happy. Perfect. Well, thank you so much, Deely, and heading over to our second official artist on the channel. She does all of the most of the art that you guys see here on this channel. Rachie.
Hi, I am Rachel /Pip400 Art. I post all my art on Twitter, Instagram sometimes, and TikTok sometimes. Pip400 Art, you can find me there. And I also stream over on Marquee Gaming on Mondays at 3:30 CST. I do art streams. It's always lots of fun. We always have lots of good talks in there while I usually work on commissions or other little art projects. Sometimes I'll play video games on a rare occasion. I really, really want to finish the Third Age game, surprisingly. I don't know when, though, because that means I have to kick Mark out of his little habitat, so we'll see. Anyway, someday. For this game, I play Anais, a wood elf. I play, okay, so I feel like I'm playing so many characters, I forget even what the classes are. She's a cleric ranger, though, and she has taken a vow of silence to not speak until her family's deaths are avenged. So, she communicates mostly by writing, sign language, and telepathy with Kahu. The end.
Nice. Well done. Well done. Okay.
Thank you! This is a rare day!
And heading on down, the aforementioned Kahu. He is amazing. John, why don't you introduce yourself and who you're playing?
Hello, I'm John, also known as Deely's husband, and I play Kahu Rangi. I am Adurna's chosen. I messed it up last week. I think I said Lotha, which is incorrect because that is Anais' chosen. And
it's a lot of stuff, so it's okay, they share it.
Yeah, exactly. And yeah, so I play Kahu Rangi. I'm a Kalishtar Rune Knight fighter. I'm blanking. It's been a long week.
I passed it on to you!
And
I'm sorry.
Oh, it's fine. It's got to get passed on somewhere. But I am glad to be here. Glad for everyone who's able to join and hang out with us. And even those who aren't able to join and watch later, also super glad for that. Just honestly glad to be able to come and play some D&D because I always do enjoy doing that.
Yeah, we apologize. I was not feeling too well last week, so that's why we did take a break. But mental health is always good. So we are back this week. We'll have a lot of fun and see what our fates toddlers get into. But last but not least, the one and the only one half of the amazing... Enter bar stuck. The Marquee Gaming duo. Mark, why don't you introduce yourself?
Hi, everybody. I'm Mark of the Marquee Gaming. Okay. We do have our D&D game starting up this Sunday. Again, Beacon's Aura is back this Sunday, 2 p.m. CST. Super pumped for this. I am excited. I'm ready to get back into the story. I've been planning all week, and I'm still going to plan the rest of the week for this. So hope to see you there. And
That's never good.
here I play Zachary. He is an Aesir sorcerer bard and one of the most persuasive people and investigative people in the world, but he oftentimes doesn't like to be persuasive right now. He's in a mood. So
you're
You'll
Tony
see that.
Stark on Tuesdays and Batman on Thursdays is what it is.
sure.
Yeah. I want to talk, but I'll
I mean-
investigate.
Zach can probably not beat anybody up, but sure.
That's all right. I mean, when you compare him next to like Wonder Woman and Superman, you know, he outsmarts him. You know, counterspell and.
I feel like Zach's more like the Question.
I could, yeah, maybe I could see that.
I feel like Zach's more like Lex Luthor.
There's also that as well. Yeah.
If we see
In
him like
an AU.
shaving his head, should we be concerned?
Yes, you should.
Okay.
You know, there have been chosens that have fallen before, so it
His
could
wings
happen.
do that skeletal thing, so he becomes fallen.
I love it. I love it. Well, thank you guys so much. I always love playing with you four. So excited to get back tonight. Without further delay, everyone, for your enjoyment. Fates United, episode 60, Rodashan.
Pull on threads of fate, strings of time, metal clash as they climb. Champions of the sky, sun, moon, ocean, ally. Seek the path where darkness hides, corrupting all the good inside. They will travel the hard way, igniting light through the untamed. Wilderness won't disguise the elements sent to destroy the fragile weave of destiny. Just one of the many evils sent to break the world. Protect them as legend unfolds. Pull on threads of fate, strings of time, metal clash as they climb. Champions of the sky, sun, moon, ocean, ally. Seek the path where darkness hides. Bring light to where evil abides. Come on, roll the dice. As heroes take the fight.
Last time on Fates United, our chosens are 4 warriors who have been given powers, the last bead of powers in this mortal world, that the affinities, godlike beings in this world, who had given up their own ability to be in this mortal realm, to try and hold back corruption in this world, have been awakened in this new generation. They have conquered many things, accepted this responsibility, or at least momentarily accepted it. Gone around to gather the other stones, and returning back to Fusuaga, protected Fusuaga itself from the onslaught of a shadow monster, which they found out was in another chosen who had been corrupted and turned into this monster. A triangle between the Dean, who is the Earth chosen, Sunavir, who's the Darkness chosen, and the Dean's wife, who was the Star chosen. Their abilities have grown, their confidence has grown in their knowledge, and coupled with the ley lines, the innate magic, they were able to shield Fusuaga from all of this. However, it did seem that some of the side lightning bolts on this large storm that came through did attack Celestia a little bit, but really hit Rodashan, the neighboring town to Fusuaga, causing a landslide. deciding to go help and seeing that everyone was mostly safe here and left in the solid arms of Kahu's family, they took a boat heading to Rodashan, and on the way were able to successfully push off and defeat a few corrupted monsters, beings and monsters that have been the onslaught of corruption in this world. They were also not really saved, but they saved a few NPCs along the route. A drow with a purple tattoo on his neck, Veritan, who seems to be an outcast but found a home in Rodashan. And also Tabaxi Kozur, who is a native here, but heard saw some of these monsters land and went to go defeat them. They're able to defend that and go into Rodashan and help the people there remove the landslide and heal some of the injured there as well. They met one of the guardians of a temple there, a temple that had been holding the stone, one of the stones that they were looking for to free up and use in the ritual to hopefully push back corruption again, and maybe even, with some help, defeat the shadow monster once and for all. One that has defeated the Chosens time and time again. But they met Satu, the leader of the temple, a Leonin, a lion folk, as you will, and Nims, who seems to kind of be part of the druidic class here, and really part of the natives who are taking care of the people and healing them. As you guys take your time and you receive the stone, taking your rest, the quiet, bless you, and the new pollen of Rodashan.
Dang it! I thought I muted myself. I didn't push the button right. I'm so sorry.
All right, you're good.
Just want everyone to hear your sneeze, Rachel, okay?
No, I pushed it. I was like,
Always
okay,
taking
fine,
the
you go.
spotlight. It's fine. It's all right.
I need all attention on me at all times. Sorry.
So it's quiet on set, please. All right, guys, let's start from the top. Let's go offline. We'll go and start this again. It's not like we're live or anything, so no. But you guys spent a night in Rodashan, and surprisingly, the clouds begin to part and disappear. It's a bit muggy and humid in this area, as you guys are partially part of the crater where Celestia itself has been lifted up above, and you can see up above in the night sky a just void from stars underneath Celestia. A few of these crystalline rocks glow and pulse slightly underneath Celestia that actually keep it afloat. But everything seems quiet. There are no more cries or outcries from the injured. Family seems to have been reunited. But is there anything you guys wish to do before the night's ended, or are you guys just kind of going off and taking your rest for the night?
We were in that cave thing talking, and I just glowed.
That is fair. Yes, thank you. I was, for some reason, thinking you guys just went on to a rest. Yep, thank you.
We have to talk about the glowy thing, and
that could happen.
talk about Zach. Or to Zach, not about Zach.
Nah, you're good. But yeah, you seem to interact, and you notice, all of you notice, more of the crystalline on your horns there as well, kind of pulse, as suddenly the glow subsides. You all feel a little bit more in tune and stronger connected with your affinity powers.
Did anybody else feel that?
Felt something. I mean, I know what it is.
Well, we got another stone at least.
So, one.
Zach is going to walk over to Kahu, hand him the ocean stone, and to Anais and hand her the sky stone.
You guys take it in your hand.
Wait, who are you handing who? What are you handing who?
I'm giving you the sky stone, Rachel.
And Nice is just phasing out.
Huh?
She's still waiting for the
Rachel. Come on,
she's still
what
waiting
game
for the
here?
second sneeze.
You did so good on your intro. Focus on
That's
that.
it. Yeah, that's
this whole
it.
time. That's what it is I wasted all my energy on the intro and now I'm doomed for the whole rest of the session.
Oh my-
Okay. All right, I'll
My
have
first
to-
thought was like, he didn't do that much, Rach. He walked over and handed you your stone like that.
I thought he was
We all
talking
have
to me,
our
guys. I'm
Zach
sorry.
does not have his stone, but you all have your stone.
Okay.
Oh, man.
Does it do anything different if I'm holding the sky stone?
You guys grab your stones?
Yeah.
Yes.
When you grab them, nothing in particular happens. You do feel that connection to it. The rise in powers that you've had, and it was a little harder to recognize early on. You knew that you had new powers with this, but it's now you guys have been able to focus in a little bit more. Every time you level up, you guys seem to feel like your connection to these powers seem to rise a bit. Are you trying to make it glow? Are you trying to have any intent, or are you just kind of holding it?
Let it glow. Yeah, if I intend for it to.
I would try. I would want to try.
Okay. Give me an affinity check.
And I'd probably try to see if I could get a stronger connection feel with the stone, I guess.
Sure. Give me affinity check.
21.
21.
Yeah.
You focus in, and you look at this stone, and there's a slight crystalline kind of difference inside of it. You guys know these stones. Each one has like the little bit of a color that kind of matches your affinity of it. And as you do, your symbol begins to glow, but not like Makai. Wind begins to kind of swirl around this room. This room is blocked off from the outside. Not sure where the wind comes from, but almost as it's coming from you. And it's like a bit of a gust that kind of picks up everyone's hair for a second and then subsides. And you can see the little bit of crystalline inside the stone glowing a little bit.
I rolled a 23.
23. Are you just trying to connect to it, or is there anything specific?
I might try to see if it does other things, but if it starts like filling the place with water, I'll be like, oh, nope, let's not do that.
As you're kind of looking at it, it does begin to react a little bit and glow slightly and begin to look like it's moving like water. And for a second, you do start to feel it becoming wet and feel like you could call upon the water if you wished. But you kind of stop it. Nothing else beyond that. Just, it seems your magic of the affinity, or not even magic, it's pure connection to this natural affinity source. Almost the DNA, the source of your powers, of what makes the affinities, what is bound together to make magic happen in this world. These are pieces of that elemental connection to the world, the primalness of it.
I signed to Zach. Do you want me to keep this, or is it just experimenting?
Just experimenting. I think when it's in my bag, they're more separate, so it might help things not track us down. But
Wait, where is the sunstone? Don't we have that?
no,
Oh. Thought we did.
that's the only one we don't have.
So it's just
Oh.
that one, and then we're finished.
Yeah,
Then you can glow. Maybe.
I already glow.
I'm trying to remember, was the last stone with...
We believe it's probably in Tritania.
Oh,
Far less.
Oh, that's fun. Oh no, my friends are coming. I'll just stay at this table. It's all right. Just a little quick cutscene to him being stood up at a tavern yet again.
Still waiting.
No, it's fine. I swear they're gonna show up. They're real. I promise you.
They're real.
Please keep the rooms open for them.
Is there anything else around this temple, by the way, like as we're kind of holding these stones? Like, do I notice anything in particular?
Yeah, I mean, you guys can easily look, or without even a check, the glow that Makai caused kind of made the imprints and the writings and carvings on the wall with different crystallines and jewels and just carvings of stone. It's similar to what you guys saw in the volcano. It's the story of images of a being of pure moonlight that walked among the people here and taught the magics, defended them. Beasts that you don't quite recognize but come across similar to some of the creatures you fought, but the ones you fought are smaller. These are large and alien-like. And even the first one you see is mountains coming alive and the affinities fighting against.
Mountains?
Like with little arms and...
No, big arms, because
I'm genuinely wondering, like, what is the, how is, how do we visualize?
Give me a history check.
everyone or just
I'm sorry.
Anais?
Rachel, you have been so over the place today, and I'm so glad it's continuing.
I'm sorry.
I've been watching everything you've been posting in the Discord. I'm like, tonight's gonna be something.
What am I rolling?
A history.
Okay, 11.
I rolled for history as well and got 20.
As you're looking at it, it kind of looks like a mountain man with feet and legs. We're not quite sure. Zachary, you full on know from both just reading and lore and history of the timeline and kind of history of this world, and also the Dean's journal as well that kind of corroborates it, that these seem like titans, old beings of primordial power that were things that were corrupted and brought sentience by corruption and by an evil wizard back in the day, one of the first wizards of magic that seemed to wield corruption. And that was the war between the primordial wars. That was right after the ancient one gave up his powers, and it was the main war with the affinities that they had to then redo this ritual again to cast off these major titans and the powers that controlled them.
So is this year 0 or is year 30?
Let me get to the journal. That would be let me look at this. That'd be year 0. Because it was after that, when the affinities were gone, that they had left their beads of power here. In year 30 is when the first Chosens awakened. So both of these happen in your mind. Since Anais isn't saying anything. But you guys kind of take the moment to just see this history almost, not lesson, but just like in, times where you go to different ruins or temples, like here, like in the Mayans, they carve out their history. It's things that are meant to be remembered and passed down generation to generation.
Anyone know exactly what we're looking at?
Triangles with arms.
Yeah.
War.
Arms with legs.
Or
What's that?
It's an old war. wizard
Yeah.
brought up giant creatures, and the affinities helped fight them back.
You guys give me perception checks as you're looking at this.
Good
Zachary, you
job.
get advantage because of your historical understanding of all of this.
At
20.
Nat 20.
Or a Zach special of 24.
Special.
But it was a perception!
20 flat.
Oh boy.
Flat.
Hey. 22.
22.
Oh, dang.
Yeah,
Okay.
nice. High five.
All of you guys can see and kind of center in on this panel, this mural of a wall that has mounted peoples and water and different elements of Titan, like large monsters that are carving up the land and the affinities battling against them. But on where Rodashan would be, and where Celestia was still underground, or still in the ground, you can see depicting the man, this wizard, holding up a staff. All of you guys, when you look at it, you see the darkness symbol on his forehead. However, Zachary, with your natural 20, you look a little closer and you realize it's actually upside down in green, not red.
It's
No.
green, not. I thought it was green. You said it's red, not green, or green, not
It's
red.
green, not red. So on
Okay.
on like Sundavir's, you've seen it green.
This
Or
is red,
sorry.
yeah.
Okay.
This is green.
But some of the magic is green, right?
Yeah, that's what's confusing.
So you
Yeah.
and with that check, you know that corruption usually shows up in green, like a very bright pulsing green. You get the idea that this
Okay,
for sure is
so
corruption.
the natural color of darkness is red.
Yes,
seems.
yes.
And when it's corrupted, it's green. Okay.
Correct. Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay.
When anything is corrupted, it usually shows up in some sort of green veins, green eyes in the monsters. This symbol, and what kind of comes to you, it definitely comes off as a reflection or a refraction of the darkness. You've heard that before.
Yes.
Any idea what this all means?
Besides general history card, I mean, Zach, you're the smart one in all of this.
Don't think I've seen or heard these stories before.
Well, I think around this time, darkness was split in two.
Hmm.
Split in two.
Yeah.
Why do you
And
say
likely due to corruption. That's what I've read.
that? What?
That's what I've read.
Oh. When? Like, where did you read it?
In some of the dean's notes.
So was this when Sundavir was around, or is this before Sundavir?
Is this wizard in the view?
I don't think Sundavir was around at this point unless he has super long life, because he was part of the dean's chosen group, which was 2 later, if I remember right.
Maybe next time he comes and
No,
creeps on us, we can ask him.
What do you
it
think
would have been
caused the split?
184 years later.
Oh.
And it was corruption, probably, that caused the split into something about corruption getting a vessel to enter the world.
So when he says that it was split in two, does that mean there's two separate functioning darknesses? two chosens or like the deity?
Not sure on that, but I mean, it's almost like a mirror image, I guess you could see, of the symbol turned.
Makes me curious what Sunavir knows of this.
That's what I'm saying. Next time he comes in Craven, we can ask.
I mean, do you think that might have influenced his behavior at all? How it's split?
Possibly.
Almost makes me wonder if he's trying to put it back together.
That way he wants all of our powers? Probably, because he said that I can do it better.
Do you think
Maybe
they've
that's
always
part of it.
tried to? Think they've always tried to seal corruption with one portion of the group? Never there.
Oh yeah, I guess if the darkness is split, it wouldn't be all of darkness. So maybe that's why it wasn't complete. I don't
Be
know.
one piece of it.
Well,
I wouldn't put all my eggs in just the one basket, but it could be a piece.
I don't know. So from my notes, I don't have any chosen for darkness in year 30, the first set of chosens. Is that still accurate?
Correct.
Okay. So yeah, the first ritual, there was no darkness there.
What do we know of his opposite, or of its opposite?
So, real quick, Zachary, you do notice there was a note saying what happened to darkness. So it's not, the way it's written is not confirmed that it necessarily wasn't there, but that there's no information in it. Whereas the rest of this information has been found, it's like a question mark. Like why was there nothing there? Is there something there? Sort of thing. It's still even unknown to the Dean.
Yeah, so there's no known darkness in the first set of chosens.
What do we know of darkness's opposite?
What is that, light? I mean, light was gone right after that, so...
Right, but if darkness was split, was light as well.
Well, in that dream thing that we had with all of us there, I mean, it seemed like light was also kind of like not present, right? Darkness was all consumed, and then the light wasn't there, the star was kind of missing too.
Every time I've talked to Solus, she says her brother is missing, and her brother is Starry the Light.
He's been missing for a long time, right? Like a very
Yes.
long time. So, I don't know how any of this would help us, but it's good, I guess, to gather it all. And maybe we'll be able to put some pieces together.
I mean, it does leave me a little worried that we just do the same thing. I mean, we've had this discussion before, but I think with the Starry lost and seems to be part of darkness gone, even if we try to do whatever this ritual is, however it's done, we're missing pieces.
Mm-hmm.
It almost makes me wonder if the Ancient One was missing a piece as well.
Once we have the Sunstone, then we have all of them, though, right? So maybe, I mean, these seem pretty powerful.
What are the other stones we have again?
All of them
We've all-
except Sun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we just have one left.
Earth, star, sky, moon, water, light. We have all those.
I would assume that.
Can I see one of the ones that's not my affinity?
I stand
I
in
think I
mine.
has the or that.
Sorry.
I'm going to attempt to connect into that one.
Okay.
Nice drops dead. What are you doing?
So chaotic.
Sorry.
I'm not. It's not a bad thing.
Boys.
It just makes me laugh. It's just not a normal face
Justice.
feel. I love it. Which one are you trying to connect to? The stars?
Anais.
Anais gave me hers, so...
Oh, you're trying to connect to Nice's?
Yeah, to air.
Okay. Give me affinity check.
Should we all just like swap stones and like focus?
23.
23.
Oh.
You're just trying to connect to the stone?
I'm going to try to connect to it and see if there's anything I can do with it.
It doesn't react the same like the other stones, like where something happens, but you feel it redirected and look up and right at Anais. You feel that connection to her.
I'm going to like try to think into the stone and see if she feels what I'm trying to think.
I'm hungry.
You think, and you realize it's probably your telepathic message that's thinking to her, not through the stone. But as you do it, you do feel like you could speak to her, and it doesn't feel like your telepathic message.
I'm going to like whisper into it. Anais, can you hear me?
I mean, you could hear him talk right in front of you, but you feel a connection, like a ping in the back of your mind, to the water.
Okay, so I hear it too, like in both, out loud and in my head.
You don't hear it out loud because he's trying to say it out loud, not in his head, but you hear him say that out loud, but you feel a connection being made to you.
Oh, okay. Interesting. Because I'm not holding a stone right now, so...
And none of you guys know that how Zachary messaged Soonavir, so...
Mm-hmm. I'll try to, like, respond back in my head to, like, the ping. Or, like, almost, like, be like, hey. Or something. Just like a
Yeah,
little high.
Kahu, you hear the hey back to you, but it's more echoey. It's more like a whisper on the wind versus the telepathic message.
Sound like, hey.
Sort of.
Interesting.
And you don't feel it come from the stone. You just feel it come from that connection to her as a chosen.
Does it do anything?
I just heard her speak to me, but not through the normal means.
Zachary, hold this stone. Please. Not like walk and put your feet. Okay. Kahu, tell him what to do.
I just was attempting to connect to the stone like I did my stone. Just
like facing
Zachary,
the
you're
other way,
sitting
too.
here and like if it's you already know how to message people, kind of like it's maybe not fully proven, but you already kind of feel like you know the concept, and so you don't feel like it's through the stone.
What do you want me to do with this?
I don't know. Kahu, what did you do?
A nice science. I just thought I felt like a ping in my mind from Kahu, so I responded to it, and I guess you could hear me. Is what I signed.
Yeah, I've already done this with Soonavir.
And Ice's eyes get big.
Well, so much for
And yet
I just
another
revealed
information
something.
drop.
Anyways, here, you can have this back.
You didn't
Wait.
see
You
me.
did this to Sundavir?
Yeah, when we were at the elf camp, I thought maybe he sent the scorpions, but I don't think he sent them. Anyways,
Why don't you... Wait, so can you do this with...
no, I think there's supposed to be 8 stones though.
That's cutting words, though. That's cutting words right there.
Guys is just looking more and more flustered.
I think there's supposed to be 8 stones though.
I want to try to talk to Zach in his head while he's talking to me.
Originally, there was the darkness stone. So we may need to get our dear friend involved at some point to see if he knows something about that.
You guys hear from the corner of a room a growling voice. Do you need anything? Satu sticks his head in. You've been in here a while.
What a good.
Okay. All right. My bad. I'll leave you alone.
I want to try to talk to Zach in his head while he's trying to explain this.
All right, Affinity.
Because he interrupted me. Okay. Wait, I have to check for him?
Yep.
Can we all yell at Zach at the
Yeah,
same
you guys, this is a kind of a new thing for you guys. So yeah.
Okay. 23.
Yeah. Okay. Easily, just
So...
like a whisper in your mind.
So you're telling me that we could have done this for a long time and you didn't tell me?
I'll reply back. I don't think 2 days is a long time.
So a long time to me, Zach. Hi, by the way.
Hello. Anyways.
Is this what it always looks like when I'm trying to talk to people?
Yeah.
Yeah, and now he's just staring at Zach, and her eyes are like really big, so you can tell she's like really irritated, and her little fists are clenched as she's like doing that.
Can I try this to you, Kahu?
By all means.
I'll walk 20 feet more and just think about trying to connect to Kahu.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say you just try and think. I was like, all right, you just think about him.
No.
Quite flattered.
Yeah, affinity check.
Okay, don't fail me. It's a natural 1 for a 5.
You think about Kyle.
Dang
It's
it.
like when you have to think about trying to do something too hard, and you just think about it and not actually do it.
No, sorry.
I wonder if we get to a point where it's more natural like I normally do. Might be worth trying.
Yeah, and Kyle, you can even remember kind of like when you were a kid trying to learn this telepathic connection was weird at first too. It's like learning a skill for the first time.
This might be worth practicing though.
Yeah.
Probably. Anyways, Mike, I got a question for you.
Yeah.
In the notes, there's a line that says created light and dark affinities. Twins. Could see the jealousy among them. Do I know anything about what that means?
That, I mean, kind of exactly there. They were twins from these notes. You do get a sense that someone told him
So
there was jealousy of them.
the light and the dark, or there's like a list of light and a list of dark affinities.
No. Oh, you mean like plural? No, it just meant like the light and dark. Not
Okay.
plural ones. Yeah.
So those are also twins? Along with... Okay, yeah, they're twins, and then there's the brother. Okay.
Correct. Yes.
Yes. Just want to make sure I had the right.
Yeah. And you kind of get a sense
I will
like
go.
there's a loose kind of relation. Almost. I can't explain it kind of like the Greek gods sort of thing, right? There's that loose kind of relation there among a lot of them. Or at least that's how it's explained or written. Again, it's weird because it's kind of like a human way of explaining what are supposed to be in this world a deity.
Yeah. Okay. But I'll just say, so yeah, the light and the dark affinities are twins. They're the first two created. Maybe that's the reason why they're the first two gone. I don't know.
Could be. Hmm.
Yeah, I mean, I do think that we'll probably need to twist a few Chosen's arms to try and get us to tell us everything.
Well, I'm beginning to wonder if light is going the way of darkness with the whole king thing from, 25 years ago? And how those Chosens had to turn against him and he was a false Chosen or something.
Mhm.
I don't know.
Didn't Sundavir pretend to be light, though? I figured it was him doing that.
I mean, maybe because it's corruption who's seeping into both of them, he can access both sides of the twins or something. I don't know.
We could ask him.
We could.
He's annoying, but he might have answers.
Wonder if the dean has any answers as well.
Well, yeah, that's what I mean. Like, maybe if we get all the stones and then we are like, Dean, we demand to meet with you because now we have everything. And then maybe if it's all of us, then we can get Sundavir to finally cooperate and tell us what we need to know.
Like, get the two of them in a room together and be like, let's hash this out.
Yeah, and like make them. Yeah.
They like the same woman, so obviously they have similar tastes.
Yeah, I guess.
That'll be a little awkward.
So I'll just think to Sundavir.
You trying to connect to him?
Yep.
So,
Hey, you want to get in a room and chat with the dean sometime? All of us.
No. What? What?
I just feel like there's unresolved business there. And
What? You just see her like literally lost for words.
I did not expect Zach to do that.
you up.
I mean, come on, man.
Leave me alone. Keep me out of your issues.
Now you know how I feel. So I think it's your turn to come through.
I'm trying to hunt down my spell book so I can actually do something.
If I know where it is.
You can sense this emotion of frustration of like having to deal with you.
What if I know where it is?
Sure. Let's meet without the dean. I want to see.
No. No. With the dean.
Is he saying anything interesting?
He seems really annoyed.
We all
Guys just smirks.
Are you guys trying to conference call in?
yeah.
I'm gonna think about
Like,
Sundavir.
Y'all give me affinity checks.
Yay!
23.
Also 23.
Good lord, you guys.
18.
Yeah. All three
You
just
guys a
gonna.
little slower.
You all three just hear in your mind.
Is this on?
Hey, Nikai. Yeah. I'm just trying to convince him to join us.
Interesting. This is probably why Sundavir wanted us to give him the powers in the first place, so we can have a call in.
Pretty awkward.
Are you annoyed?
Why are you all here?
I
What?
told
Because you're
you.
one of us.
So great, you're finally growing stronger in your powers. Whoop-de-doo.
Mm-hmm.
It's like the first thing you learn. Wait, did you just figure this out?
Yeah, I talked to you 2 days ago, but
No.
Children.
Uh,
Oh, hey,
We
Cole.
don't.
man.
hey. Good to see you. Hear from you, I guess.
I guess. You're a little less annoying than the rest. So, we're here. What do you want? I'm busy.
We need to
You-
figure out what. Okay, let's act on it.
Oh, go for it. You go ahead, Kahu. He seems to like listening to you.
It's like a call when you have to like speak over each other. There's a delay. It's annoying to get used to it.
Yes, I'm used to just one-on-one conversations in my mind. It's interesting.
Obviously, you were a lonely child. I'm sorry.
No, because my people naturally can talk to each other through their minds.
It was a joke. What, Kahu?
Oh. That was actually a really good joke. You got one over on me there. Well, we are beginning to piece more things together,
Finally.
but there's a lot of information that we are still missing, and we do not want to repeat and fall into the same traps that have often been repeated.
If we fail this time, I'm sure she'll be gone for it.
Well, then let's work together and find a way to solve it.
What do you think I'm doing? You want to be able to do this properly without my spell book? One of them at least.
And we'll likely need the Dean as well.
And you need our help.
But I think one thing we might need to know is what happened that night.
I don't feel the Dean's connection, so you'd let him die again.
Come back.
Sure.
Yeah, is that like a normal chosen thing, or
No, it's not.
like have you done
painful,
that?
From what I assume. No.
Why is it just him that does that?
What happened that night? Have you not... Has he not told you the story?
You all are bad at communicating. Just gonna say that.
Zachary.
We're all
No,
really
it's
introverted, and
very
we're
true.
better at communicating.
Ahu smiles, but he doesn't say anything.
I see many similarities between you all and the ones that I was chosen with. The
You're much
Dean
like us.
tended to keep all his items close to his chest. You can hear the almost like the focus spotlight on you, Zachary, a bit. Well, if you want to know, we attempted the ritual. The Dean believed everything the Ancient One. I told him it wouldn't work. We weren't ready. That we were missing. That we needed the corruption back. It could be controlled. Fill in what the affinities lacked.
Question.
Answer.
This ritual is supposed to get rid of corruption, so why would you need corruption to get rid of corruption?
Because, well, I'm sure you've already figured out, light and darkness is not fully here. The ritual that the Ancient One did, the first one, caused a fraction, I believe.
Fraction or fracture?
Sure.
Okay.
That's Michael, not Sunavir. So, my powers are lacking.
They always were.
So, they wanted to do the ritual. I knew it wouldn't work. Someone would die. Not all of us. So, I altered the spell a little bit. It worked at first. But I underestimated missing the other artifact. The other stone.
Oh, you didn't get all of them?
The darkness one fractured. I assume as the fracturing that happened in the first place. And that's when she stepped in front of the dean. The power erupted from that stone and should have killed him. And instead, she took the brunt of it. She should have died. But I wasn't ready to let go. So, the uncontrollable powers of this stone, corruption coursing through it, I combined with her, knowing later on, eventually, I'd be able to reunite the powers, or at least take them, free her. That's why I wanted the powers from you. I don't trust any of these other chosen to do this right. Alas, you have found yourself quite capable, I guess.
I mean, you're kind of the one who originally messed it up. So
No. Not
you
me.
just said you changed it.
Well, Zach, question for you. Before Sundavir's time, how many of the Chosen had fallen by that time?
The only one that was unknown was the darkness one. The rest all had one.
The Chosens didn't fall until this beast was released. I thought we'd contain her. The Dean had a chance. Decided not to act.
So, was it the ritual that turned her into the beast, or was that you?
Ritual was before the beast thing.
The ritual.
But he messed up the ritual.
I did not mess up the ritual.
Tried to alter the ritual to make it work. It didn't work because the stone was broken and she almost died. He brought her to the door or place, whatever, and that's when she got turned into the monster, trying to save her
One of
life.
You can follow along.
Out of curiosity, how did you find a different method?
Smart.
Did you develop it all on your own then?
Partially.
My question is, why didn't you try and figure out what happened to the other part of darkness and all that stuff instead of coming up with something new?
I wasn't aware of it until that ritual.
Oh, you just thought something was missing, but you didn't know what it was?
I just thought. Give me a persuasion check.
Me?
Yeah.
Great.
You can do it with advantage because of the group.
Yeah, I was gonna say, can I be like, what? Like, interested?
Yeah, like...
Yeah, I mean, there's
super
enough of the rest of
into
the group going on that you can do it with advantage.
it. Okay. 14.
Well. That's not important.
It seems important.
I think it's
Oh.
very important, Sundavir,
Well,
that we get all the information and you don't
Jorna
go
and
the way
I
of the...
decide to develop this new ritual. Her and I develop the spell together.
Is that everything, though? 'Cause I don't want you to go the way of the Dean and keeping all your secrets.
Just gonna look at Zach.
That's everything you need to know.
Who's Jorna?
Dean's wife.
Oh my
Oh.
gosh, how are you chosen?
You know what? I don't know anything. I didn't. Zachary's the one
Obviously.
reading all the things.
So,
So,
I see you
did
all
the
work
Dean-
so well together, just like
Did the-
every other chosen group before you.
Yep, we're great. Sundavir, did the dean know that you and Jorna were working on that?
Mostly.
So not entirely.
Not the part about Kirk.
Jorna also using corruption.
No.
So
Not
you
before.
snuck that in.
No, she agreed with me that we could control it, but with the right calculations, it would fill in what the light was lacking, and that we'd be able to complete the ritual once and for all. To correct the weaknesses of the rituals before it.
So you guys were fractured as well.
We had a difference of opinion.
I feel like we're supposed to be united, not fractured.
Oh, so you've told everything to everyone else here. Obviously, a few are a few cases behind the rest.
I tell them everything I need to tell them.
So,
So
And I
nice
just
and
use a
good.
side-eye over it.
yeah. So, Sundavir, you're just off trying to do your own thing, trying to get our powers. The Dean's in a constant state of recycle and rebirth,
The
and
Dean gave
Jorna's
up
just
long
an
ago.
and she's an angry cloud traveling the world.
You just hear a sigh. If that's what your brain needs to understand this, then sure. Simplify it.
As far as I can tell, with what's happening at the moment, all of the chosen, from what we've seen before, are present. We are currently... Well, there's the four of us. There's you, connected to darkness. There's the Dean to Earth. And
Light.
there is
It's missing.
stars.
Yeah.
Exactly, your math is wrong. You're one short.
Right.
So what do you know about the light chosen?
We were trying to understand why there wasn't one with us. Don't you see? I think
Do
you're
you know if the
starting to
king's
understand that the Ancient One also isn't quite as powerful and all-knowing as everyone thinks he is. These affinities are lacking. They're not gods. Constructs. We're smarter than they are.
That has nothing to do with right now. I want to know about the light chosen. What do you know?
Do you know if the king is still alive?
The king.
Or if he was actually a light chosen to begin with, or was that you?
I don't believe he's alive. He would have, trust me, he would have shown himself by now. Some great revived savior.
So was it you, though, who gave him power?
No.
Is that a lie?
Insight check.
Can I also insight him?
Sure.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Yeah, I mean, we all just heard that, so.
Nice. Why are you like
Yay!
this?
It's wisdom stuff. That's not Zach's specials.
12.
26!
I.
22.
Nice. The two of you, he's hard to read. He's very shifty. Kind of like that. He's always been like this, kind of just someone to kind of hide in the shadows. And that snark and kind of intelligence sort of hides behind. And you can never quite tell if he's saying something to get to an agenda or covering something. Mekai Kahu especially, with your connection to him now. You get a sense that he's not lying, but he's holding back something. Not sure. A slight waver in his voice.
What else is there?
I don't know what you mean. You are...
You seem to be holding back from us right now.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, if you're holding back, is that
Zach.
hypocrisy I hear?
Zach. I am very grateful for all of the things you do, Zach. But right now, let's give him a chance to share.
He's just angry he hasn't found what he's looking for yet.
Soon to be.
Sounds like you are too.
Guys,
God, calling the kettle black!
I am looking to hear what's being said here, not for a spar session at the moment.
He's gonna hug you again.
Please don't.
Mentally.
I have hugged people
Stop
mentally.
it.
I learned that one long ago.
We will cut this call. I do not understand why there are so many instances of my powers or similar appearing without my doing. Your
Like the corruption
Lidus
beast?
seems to be claiming my power. This chosen was claiming to be light, but I saw right through that. His powers were of corruption. But they were similar to mine. I don't like.
Isn't darkness split, though?
It's a theory.
What this cave we're currently in is telling us.
What about it?
Well, you said a theory, and I'm just saying that's what we just ran into in this cave we're at.
What?
Well,
Proof
this
that darkness
temple.
is refracted?
See a man with a darkness symbol that's upside down in green.
Well, that would be the one that I took the powers from. How I even had the example that corruption could be controlled. This
Is
guy...
that the first chosen of darkness?
I don't think so. No. He was the first vessel of corruption. A man wizard that fell to corruption. I don't know his name. Seems lost. Similar to the other chosens. Unspeakable. But it did show me that humans, we, could wield corruption.
Is it human?
He was.
And you thought wielding corruption would be a good idea?
Yes. Just like any of these other affinities, their power, their tools.
Would that imply that there's a higher power behind the wielder, aside from corruption itself?
I believe corruption has sentience. Don't you feel that pull behind your mind that wants you to stop the force that seems to push against?
Do we actually? I don't know what he's talking about.
Yeah, I don't know.
Out of character.
I mean, just recently, you guys felt something else. Especially when you were doing that shield and the different visions, you felt something angry. Something affecting you. Those that lost that wisdom save, something caused that to happen. Felt sentient. Felt angry.
Okay.
No.
Of course, you haven't.
I felt the pressure against me.
I guess I always assumed that was known forces, not something else.
No, I believe that's what the Ancient One tied up. That's what wants to be freed. That's what wants to corrupt. That's what wants to burn. But its power, just like the affinities' power gets through, its power seeps into our world.
Indivir,
Yes?
when you gained your powers, was it around the same time as everyone else? Or did somebody you care about gain the powers and you sought for it to stay with them?
I don't understand.
You talk of Jorna.
Yes?
Right, that's correct, Jorna. Yeah. You talk of Jorna.
Your little shortness, what do you want to know of her?
Did you have a relationship with her prior to her becoming chosen?
No.
Insight.
Give me an insight check. Yeah.
22.
25.
12!
You get the sense that, again, he's telling the truth. There's a bitterness in his voice.
Not the relationship you wanted.
I guess the question I'm
He doesn't
asking
respond
you.
to it, but you can sense a annoyance with you. It's like this with this tie. There's like almost like not just voice but emotion that's conveyed.
Mm-hmm.
It's very hard to like keep covered from someone.
I guess what I am asking is, did you seek out power because people around you cared about started leaving you behind?
He doesn't say anything.
It's the emotion we feel.
And in that seeking,
What a
is that where you
sadness.
found darkness and corruption?
There's a sadness and a annoyance and a denial that you sense. A lot of emotions. You all think you know what you're talking about.
I don't know what I'm talking about, that's why I'm asking.
What the questions are for.
Why does this matter?
Because it helps me understand who it is that I trust at my back.
The day that you trust me at your back. That would be the day. Did you sense a sense of sadness?
I mean, if you were more forthright and not so mysterious and wanting to, like, take our powers rather than,
Because I don't
helping
trust for you to make it happen. The Trojans have failed before. You will fail again.
You including yourself in that?
Yes.
So I think that's why we've been trying to get all of us to talk to each other. So maybe this time it can be different.
Riddle me this. How much togetherness since your time have you seen the Chosens? Like, how united have they been? Like, really united? Not really, because we saw that the king of Organia obviously was killed by the others because he was faking, so he really wasn't the Chosen. So, like, have you just, like, creeped on everybody else and been like, I'm going to take your powers? Or have you, like, tried to work with them, or they have been, like, split? Like, because we're all here together trying to do stuff.
Many of them were foolish, died before they could even master their powers. Many of them split off to go avenge things in their own lives. Once or twice, I almost got what I wanted. But it seems like the Ancient One doesn't want me to have all the powers.
Well, no. So on a scale, how together are we compared to...
Oh, you want me to
The last
quantify
ones.
this?
Yeah. Because I think we're pretty united in this.
He just starts laughing.
That was not a joke.
I think it is. You all bicker, hide things from each other. You don't fully trust each other yet. I feel like you
know.
can feel that as well.
I know Zachary's, like, keeping stuff to himself. That's just the way he is. I accept that.
I just, like, looks at you and just, what is that?
He's always
yet,
pulling stuff out of his bag.
talking of tea kettles, you fear your own home being slaughtered. You hide that from them. You run away from it.
Oh, I've told everybody that I'm afraid about going home and what's going on there.
And yet that could be the one way to save Zachary's family, isn't it?
Yeah, that's what we're going to go do after these stones.
This conversation is turning unproductive
I
now.
wasn't the one that asked
yes.
about trust and unification. You wanted my honest answer. I gave it.
Are you going to help us?
You want my help?
It sounds like we need your help.
Finally. The question at hand. So, you're willing to die to try and bring her back? Is this so important enough to you to try and rid the world of corruption that you would risk your life to save her?
Why do you think we've been going after these stones?
Would you?
For fun. No.
It takes everyone a long time to fully realize why they are chosen. But yes, I would, Colin.
What do you mean, why we're chosen?
This is thrust upon us. A veiled choice of responsibility and free will. Who would give this up? But you have to have a reason. Is it your own? Is it for the world? The Ancient One wants all of you to sacrifice who you are. Correct his mistake. Why are you chosen? Why haven't you given up this power? Why don't you just give it to me and live your life?
We haven't failed yet.
don't think a burden as this should be left alone to only one.
Maybe that's the answer to your unifying. You have your own reasons to be chosen, but together you decide why you're doing this and how far you're willing to go.
What was your original reason?
Persuasion check. With advantage.
Finally, someone besides me rolling persuasion.
I know. Well, and Kahu wished to be friends, so.
Yeah.
He has a little leg up from you guys. Especially that he's not poking
1 to
him,
3.
poking the bear at all either.
Or, sorry, not 20. Sorry, I was looking at the wrong one. 21.
I once believed the Chosens were here to defend the righteous. That the Ancient One was all good. The affinities uplifted the people. I was wrong. Everyone always looks out for themselves. Everyone always has their own agenda. So, why not me? Power. What I see. Or at least did.
Now what do you seek? If it's not power anymore.
Just wanted to rest.
I understand that, surprisingly.
Still so sassy.
I wasn't trying
I
to
don't
be.
think that was sass.
Just got super silently awkward after that.
You notice, probably for the first time soon of year.
Just kind of like shut up.
No, it's
Or,
a ping of empathy from someone that's not empathetic.
mm-hmm.
Where are you right now?
Oh, I am on the coast of Hanazuka.
You're just staring at the mess.
No, I'm home.
Oh.
Where are
Sounds
you?
What?
Where are
What-
you?
In a cave. In
Very
Rodashan.
restrictive. Oh, okay. Well. Good. So you're collecting the artifacts.
Duh.
We are.
Zachary said that at the beginning. Sorry, Sass. Yeah.
So, have you been able to track down anything about the rest of the light things or the other part of darkness? Because maybe if we can figure that out before the ritual, that could help things, then we won't need corruption to supplement. Yeah?
I don't. They're not here. Can't find them on this plane or this world. I can't reach where the affinities lie. Though I question if one of you can.
Kahu with his.
And I was just thinking that.
Yeah.
Might need
Kahu's
everyone's help.
reached me before.
I may need everyone's help to do such a thing.
Do that.
Can I roll insight on Sundavir when he's all like, I'm wondering if you can, if it's like a genuine, like, this actually could be something, or if he's just trying to, like, lead us down, like, a really
I
dumb
wonder
path.
if you can. Yeah.
You know what I
Insight
mean?
check.
Like, trying to, like,
Yeah, trying to manipulate you
Yeah.
guys into something.
yeah. I rolled a 1. I've rolled 4 1s.
Sundavir is very hard for you to get
I don't.
a connection
yeah.
on.
So I don't know.
Yeah, not at all. It seems, first glance, genuine, but hard to read.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So you're saying the pieces of the broken darkness stone are not here?
Or darkness itself. Yeah, what happened to the stone? Is that like a whole different thing?
I have it.
Oh, you have
Can
it?
we have it? Please.
I think we need him to be there with us at the ritual.
You can't do the ritual without me.
So you will help us.
Well,
Good.
we can't do it without the dean either, correct?
Again, I
mean,
hope you
it takes
understand
all of us.
this is different from the ritual we did. The ritual we were trying to do was copying what has been done before.
With
Right.
your addition, right?
Well, correct. But it was
So
the
it's
same.
not a copy. It's different.
It was framed and such, yes. But again, we already know something was lacking before. Why would we make the same mistake? Just naive. This
Okay.
is a lesser version. This would be directed at her, not at corruption. But
Oh,
the
just
amount of
to end the
corruption in her.
storm?
Yes,
And then we would have to do another ritual again?
that's what you wish to follow, do.
Well, it may give us time to figure out the next ritual.
Right.
Because I think
So-
we're all in agreement that whatever's been done clearly hasn't worked.
Yeah. I guess we could spend more time trying to figure things out if a storm isn't following us around.
Very annoying.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
Why is it that she follows us though all the time? Do you know why that is?
It's the nature of corruption. Corruption wants to feed on the purity of the affinities. More pure than left over than the chosen's power that they are given.
Well, does she chase you around all the time?
I'm not in a group, am I? Why do you think the dean didn't want you all to awaken together?
Yeah.
Well, interesting of him to make a school where it would bring people together to potentially make such a thing happen, but that's its own thing.
He had this naive thought that those that weren't chosen could become strong enough to defeat it.
You don't think the world, if it stood together, could do such a thing?
No. And even if it could, it won't. Who's
Well.
no, I was gonna make a joke about the keyboard. Who's tapping their hand so hard in this connection? Tapping on
There's-
Nicest type.
Sorry.
Yeah,
I
no,
think
you're
that's
good.
probably me.
There you
I-
go. No, I was just gonna make a joke out of it.
I think you'll be surprised how many selfless people there are in this world.
I think you'll be surprised at how many unselfless people are in the shadows.
I'm not surprised by
Oh,
that.
I
I'm
don't
not
think any
surprised.
of us are surprised by that. I mean, look who
Yeah.
you're talking to.
Then why do you think the
Honestly.
whole world would turn away corruption?
I
There's
didn't say the
always-
whole world.
And there's always at least one willing to creep it in. But we'll find a way.
It's very all or nothing how you're talking, but I think we're more saying that there are people besides
Right.
us that are willing to.
Put your faith in them.
you know,
I don't think
And
that they
you.
could destroy something out of their capabilities. I think the Chosens and our powers are what it will take.
Yes. So we'll go find the Sunstone, and then we will rendezvous with you at wherever your little house is, and
Outside the
work
cave.
together.
We're coming over. No.
Are you willing to have a conversation with the Dings? I think you will need to
Yeah.
be there for this to be successful.
I mean, you're gonna have to work together.
Mm-hmm.
You're two people who are trying to save the same person.
I think you'll find her much more harder to convince than me. For sure. It's for to save her.
What if we get rid of corruption, but she's gone?
And at least she won't be a beast. That's probably the most genuine thing he said yet.
I mean, I would assume the point would be to just give her rest in one way or another.
That's what I was thinking. I just wanted to make sure that there wasn't this. I mean, obviously, I want to help save people, but realistically, I mean, there's always a chance. So I just wanted to make sure that you weren't expecting us to just save her, and then if something didn't happen, then you would be mad at us.
I'll be mad at you if you fail. Sure.
Does that, so we'll be mad at you if you fail? Is this a two-way street?
Sure.
Yeah.
If you wish.
Alright.
You're already mad at me anyway.
We're not mad at you. We're just trying to understand you and your weird ways. But we're now coming to
However-
an agreement, so thank you.
I want my spellbook back.
Where is it?
You know where it is.
No.
Zachary,
I
tell
look
her
at
where my
Zach.
spellbook is.
What? Sorry, what are you saying?
It says, he just goes, Zachary, tell Makai where my spellbook is. I'm sure you've been paying attention.
One of the people claiming your power.
There
Yep.
you go. And who's claiming my power? Anais.
Right, okay, I get it. But what...
No, I'm literally saying, why don't you tell Makai? Because I don't believe she's following along.
No, now I get it.
How did that... So that just went missing from you? Like, how do you lose a spell book, and how does someone pick it up?
I was just rubbing his temples at
I don't.
banter.
You don't know?
And you can sense there's that same frustration that there was before.
It's like, how... Do you think someone broke into your house and took it? Or, like, did it just go missing?
I
Under a
don't
mist-
know how she got my spellbook.
How long has it been?
Well, something interesting that I may have caught. You said that one of us might be able to enter the other realms, but you did not say it was you. Which means
I don't
that-
have that power.
Which means that your spellbook likely is not associated to that as well.
Oh,
But this woman has been able to travel through these places.
oh.
Or I've seen her in them.
And
Which
who
means that
else
it-
do you know can travel, or at least has a way to travel outside of our world?
I know she is one of them. Which
Is
means
there
she could
someone else?
potentially show up where you're not expecting.
I mean, that's what I was asking, Suniver. I wasn't trying... I'm more asking, when was the last time you saw it to when it went missing? Like, did you leave your house and then one day it was gone? Or did it, like, disappear in your hands? Do you know what I mean?
You just sense this like ongoing frustration again. Give me another persuasion check with advantage.
I mean, I did ask that question.
Yeah, you
too,
did.
but-
You did.
Yeah. Can he roll
Yeah,
with
you
me?
can
Can we
roll
both roll?
Yeah, that's
okay. This one persuasion rolls. I'm never gonna. It's bad. It's a bad time. Yeah, I got
27.
10.
27.
You just get this like increasing frustration, and Zachary, you start picking up again that denial or questioning. Because I don't remember.
So you lost that memory.
Yes.
Are there other things that you are missing?
Yes. You get the idea that whatever he was holding back before is what he's
Like,
speaking
he
to
actually
now.
has gaps in his memory type of thing. Okay, interesting.
What significant things are you missing? Because that could play a big factor into understanding.
Just the spell book.
I mean, that's not true.
Yeah, can I
Certain
insight check that?
memories. I'm not
Like
missing
what?
anything else.
Certain memories, like what?
I would remember, then I would remember.
Does it seem as though the memories are gaps in time or gaps of specific information?
Gaps of time. I don't know if I'm the one that gave her these powers or
Like, you're refracted, split in two.
I doubt it. But there's a heavy questioning with that. Like, he doesn't know.
Sundavir, there's like the way that, and I'm not saying it's Virtus that's doing this, but the way that Virtus controls people is they have themselves, and then sometimes when she decides she wants to use them, she takes control. Same thing?
She couldn't control.
Potentially? No, I'm not saying it's her though. I'm saying, but is it a possibility that it's a similar situation but with someone else more powerful than you?
Give me an insight. And the rest of you can as well. Now that she's
Good
questioning.
question.
Oh, nice. Finally. 22.
25.
$23.
And there's no point, so...
There's a sense in his emotions that betrays him. He doesn't really acknowledge what you say, but because of this connection, you pick up this unwillingness and denial of that idea. Like, it's been thought of before.
No, it couldn't be.
It couldn't be.
Type of thing.
Yeah, it's this pride being checked
Mhm.
at this moment. But there is that sense of fear that could be what's happening.
Mm-hmm.
But it's also just this unknown. Like I said, I don't know.
Is there a way you could find out?
How would I find out with my forgotten memories what I don't know?
Well, I
Read
guess how
your
often?
spell book.
Forgotten memories who got their memory back.
True.
Now, suppose you say I do that.
I mean, I know somebody who can do that.
You just get this, like, little sigh of, like, great.
Yay!
Alright. If we successfully free Shorna, and I survive, I'll let you try. Only 'cause you're not that bad.
That seems out of order, though.
Yeah, wouldn't we need to know more,
Because
as much information as
If
possible?
we need to get
Yeah.
your spell book back, and you forgot why you lost your spell book,
You don't need my
That-
spell book for this ritual.
So we don't need to get your spellbook back first.
Not first.
I mean, to be honest, Lytus is on our list to
That's
kill,
why I
so...
said I will help you, but I want your promise that you'll get my spellbook back afterwards. I have
Yeah.
rewritten this new spell. My spellbook now. I have the information we need for this.
But you're saying your spellbook for the ultimate one, or whatever you want to call it. Right.
Plus, it's mine. I just want what's mine back.
Well, I don't
What
want to
if-
anyway, so.
Yeah, what if, though, that the memories that you're missing would help us a lot in this endeavor?
One thing at a time. I don't want
Okay,
you messing
right.
with me until I know she's safe.
So we don't
Good.
need the aid of light or complete darkness in this particular ritual?
No, I don't believe we do. And you have artifacts of most of it.
So out of character, is he basically saying this is almost like a lesser ritual, so it doesn't take
Think
as
like,
much,
you think
and
like
that's
a
why we?
restoration versus a greater restoration.
Okay, so that's kind of why it's like we don't need to make everything perfect right away. We just have to figure this out first. Okay.
That's essentially what he's been saying. Yeah.
Okay.
It's similar in nature, but it's not the same thing.
Throughout this whole conversation, does it seem like he actually knows what he's talking about, or it's more just he's acting like he knows what he's talking about?
Yeah.
You get the sense
projecting.
he thinks he knows what he's talking about.
Yeah. Okay.
Whether he actually does or not.
Yeah. Who
that's all
knows
it's
how?
not.
Yeah. accurate
That's
it-
not
yeah.
an insight check. That's a
Yeah.
you're gonna have
It's
to a gut feeling or a your choice to
Yeah.
make sort of thing.
right. Well, and that's fine.
Mhm.
But sometimes there are people out, who act like they do know what they're talking about, but they actually don't.
He has a sense of intelligence, and
Mhm.
I mean, you've seen the powers he wields.
Right.
He's Albert.
He was able to save Jorna even though it was a yeah, you get a sense it was like an
Yeah.
emergency, like just this is what I have at hand. This is not enough time to prep, but it just was enough to make sure she doesn't die.
It's like a scientist who's had a theory and a hypothesis he's checked a few times, but there's no guarantee that it's
Kind
a
of,
law yet.
in a way, yeah.
Okay.
But he's convinced of it.
Just one other question in regards to the time.
Sure, I have all day.
The missing
Good.
time, right? Do you happen to know if that missing time is soon after the failed ritual?
No. No, it wasn't. Started before.
Before the ritual had started?
I've felt this way ever since I got these powers.
Did any of your friends notice? Like you acted weird?
One did.
Jorna?
Jorna.
Didn't say anything.
I mean, what did she say that was different?
She's one of the few that believed that actually had good intent with this corruption. Trusted me. She was willing to listen. Not scoffing me either. We were childhood friends. We knew each other for a while.
So if you knew each other really well, then did you notice that change when you'd lose your memories?
I would withdraw. You said I would not want to interact. It's not like I disappeared. But she wondered. Something about the refraction of darkness had to do with this. I don't know.
So how many times has it happened in the last, let's say, like 10 years?
I don't know. Many.
So it's enough to like lose count.
Yeah.
Does it usually last a couple days? Longer?
Again, it's probably nothing. Only hours.
It's only hours? Okay.
Like, I don't remember coming to you. You all claim I threatened you. Don't remember.
You don't.
I'm inciting that.
Yeah. Job.
20.
You get the idea that for him to admit something like that, it's already
Fun.
taken a lot to crack into him. And
19. Mm-hmm.
he's being genuine.
So technically that wasn't you.
What was him, but just a piece of him.
I did
Question about that.
come to you all when I felt you awakened. You said I had come to you beforehand.
Well, you'd come in dreams.
I have shadow abilities.
You've never come in a dream.
Visions, not dreams. I can project myself into your sights, but I can't affect dreams quite the same.
So, okay, out of character question. We did have dreams of him though, right?
You've had
Mm-hmm.
moments kind of like these visions and nightmares, and times some that seemed more aggressive than others.
Yeah, those, I mean, I feel like the dreams were the ones that were the scarier ones where he was like
Yeah.
really awful.
Good for confirming.
Yeah, I mean, they were I've had multiple dreams with
Mm-hmm.
potentially you, maybe not you. The refraction part, I'm not sure.
I don't remember.
Do you remember at the Ancient One Temple appearing as light to me?
You're talking about when you awakened?
Yeah.
That wasn't me.
I was about to ask why you didn't say this earlier, but I would guess if it started out, we were already on guard. I don't know if we would have believed you at the time.
You came to us at the cabin. Was that you? Talk about the one, my brothers.
Talk about when you whispered that first time?
No, my brothers. That one. When we all
like when-
four talked and
And like
sparred
Kahu
with
was like
Kahu.
sparring. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, that I do remember. When Kahu showed me that he wasn't judging.
So, but both, I guess, versions want the same thing, which was our powers.
Probably for different reasons.
Yeah, I was about to say.
Corruption doesn't want us to do what we're doing. I always feel a struggle when I try and wield it. Irresistible. Not meant to be used with this stuff.
So was it a mistake?
I haven't decided yet. I don't think so.
It's like it.
It doesn't scare you that you seem to be losing yourself?
Doesn't answer that.
Soon to be, if there's a way to, like, bring those two together again so that it isn't refracted, would you want it?
Of course. Give me one last persuasion check with advantage.
Go, Ananias!
You guys are kind of, you guys are like, they're saying the right stuff, but
Oh, Ananias! I got an 18. That is pretty good for her. I might not beat the check, but it's good for her.
there's quiet for a bit. But for the first time, he isn't so hard to read. It's a little more simple than you guys expected. There's a vulnerability and a I wouldn't say it like a childlikeness, but like just a vulnerability. He just says, what I've always wanted to do. Always wanted.
That was to bring it together. Okay.
Let's figure out how to do it together.
That's why I want this power. Well, that's what it would take.
Well,
Yeah,
you
that's
are
right.
in luck because Kahu has been wanting that for a long time too for darkness, so maybe we can figure it out.
I picked up on that. I'm willing to work with it. I only wished you guys would as well.
That we wanted to bring it together? Sorry,
They're
sorry,
willing
not.
to work
I
with
shouldn't
me,
have said that as.
not being so aggressive.
And then suddenly we're changed
Right,
because
yeah.
he has a wish spell, and now we want to work with him. Ah!
Goblin Tuesday, thanks for the follow. How you doing today?
We're chosen to be able to help everyone. That includes you
Includes each other.
and each other.
Well, that's a 180 from before.
Well, that's what
You're just
I'm
very
opening up.
sassy.
Well,
And
hold
you
on,
are.
hold on.
Make
I mean,
anything sassy.
We,
Yeah.
I mean,
I never said I didn't
I
like
think-
it. It's just
mm,
you dish it out, you get it back. That's why I leave.
well, I think knowing all we know kind of helps with the attitude shift. Wouldn't you agree?
Right. So this is the easiest thing for me to open up and talk about, or you'd believe me. Day one. Obviously, the
I mean,
dean
for-
didn't. The others haven't.
He doesn't believe you?
No, I lost his trust a long time ago. He still blames me for what happened to her.
I mean, do you think that's fair, considering what happened?
I still don't think it was my additions that failed. I think it was our folly in not uniting darkness before we did it.
You said you were having gaps before that point. Could it be in one of those gaps something was done to sabotage?
Maybe that's what happened every time, actually.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe.
You've been very, very scary on that side before. That's why we were so reserved. But now, you're fine.
You should be scared of me.
I'm not.
Maybe I'll make a visit tonight then.
See, this
Don't.
doesn't help
Sorry.
things.
Sorry.
So,
The one thing though we have to maybe be aware of soon, Devere, is that we don't know how much this other side of you might know after this conversation. I mean, I was about to say we should come up with a way to figure out which one is which, but I'm not even sure if you would know that.
I would assume the other one has been using light stuff, so don't trust that.
I suppose. Or horrific nightmares is another way to tell,
Very true.
Mm-hmm.
but
do you have any siblings?
Why do you want to know?
It may be relevant.
Not any that are alive.
Okay, did you have siblings and how many?
I had one. Still. Died when I was young though, before I was awakened.
Older? Younger?
Older. Why?
Apparently light and darkness are twins, so I don't know.
I am not a twin.
Ups the twins the other side of him.
Doesn't make sense. I would have a connection to light.
Unless you only have the connection when you don't know.
And yet, this other side of me could control both dark and light. And corruption. It's a lot. You don't think it'd be able to destroy me or push me out by then?
No.
Only if it wanted to destroy you.
Yeah. Maybe after this it will.
Sorry, I left for a second, but
Oh,
out
welcome
of
back to the
character,
call.
did he? No, did he say, what did he say about the sibling thing? Is that
Older
anything
sister.
relevant?
Older sister.
Died.
Older
not twin.
sister?
Bad one is young.
Okay. Well, I think Anais was just gonna ask, how has it been that you and Nadine have been able to live for so long? Is that relevant?
I think that has to tie into what happened to Jorno.
Oh, why the three of you are kind of in this thing?
I believe we're cursed.
So, if you died, could you come back like the dean? Is it that the type of curse, or it's different for each person?
I have not tested that theory, and I don't feel like I have to. There are, in my theory, other factors, other sources of magic. Love potentially manifesting itself in one. I think that's what they have. protected him.
You call that a curse?
No, but I think the corruption that was involved that blasted out of the Darkness Stone
Which twisted it.
should have killed them. I don't understand how, but she, I think in her sacrifice, manifested protection.
So he just couldn't die
And
after
then-
that.
Well, I think when I turned her into what she is, stopped her from dying, I think that stopped this curse from killing us. I think that's why we're frozen in this until she isn't. I haven't aged since that day.
So
Little
you're saying,
wrinkles, but-
potentially, if she goes down, you go down.
Either right away or eventually. Eventually.
Oh yeah, I guess it might just start the aging process again. It might not instantly kill you. Depending.
I think the outburst of corruption energy has been expended. You notice the Dean's arm,
Mm-hmm.
unhealable. We've tried. They tried. Again, all theory. I was too afraid of death in the beginning to do anything, and the Dean was too afraid to kill. And she got more powerful than either one of us could do anything. She's absorbed powers from these other Chosens. Grown stronger each time. She's formidable.
So that's why our powers seem to take more time than I would imagine the Chosen would have to grow.
That's what I think.
You think they would have gone faster normally? I feel like this is pretty fast.
I've
I
been quite
feel like
patient waiting for you.
we were given the power of the primal, basically the gods, and personally, I'm kind of surprised that's not just all there immediately. We've kind of fought and scraped for each portion of it.
That's that
yeah.
thing that the Ancient One keeps on spouting about, free will. You have to want it, you have to connect to it, you have to truly know what it means to be a Chosen.
So if I just concentrate really hard about having all of the power right now,
Again, if you want to simplify it, sure. Probably not gonna work.
I'm just making you joke.
I know. And I'm making one back, Makai. I'm not talking down.
Sarcasm is clearly lost on just voice.
Yeah, it's hard. There's
You
no
and the D are
expression.
so alike.
Who?
Makai. I can't take a joke either. So serious.
Oh, I'm not serious.
Maybe
I
I
make
can
a lot
make a
of this.
joke. I roasted her over a fire one time with her. Hilarious.
That's funny. That's good. Sorry.
And anytime I talk about noodles in front of her, she gets blushy. It's kind of funny.
No. Stop. Let's keep on track.
Noodles. Anyways, do you have anything else? Quite busy.
Does the chosen blood tend to run in families? I've actually been wondering that because of Jorna.
Not that I'm aware of.
Hmm.
Not typically.
You have no awareness of that?
Not to myself, no. No pattern of it is what I'm saying. There's no... I don't believe this is hereditary. I'm not saying it's not possible.
Right. I mean, pretty sure she and I are related.
I mean, to be fair, it's only been almost 1,000 years on a small world. I'm surprised.
Yeah.
Well, 800 years.
I think
Saying
what we.
I was counting.
Okay.
In a general,
Mark's like,
Generalities.
Oh my god!
generally speaking.
Time all blends together when you're 800 years old.
Exactly. It's like saying I'm almost half a century, but I'm really 44 or something.
So, is everyone satisfied with this line of questioning? Because I do have another question.
Yeah, go.
I am satisfied.
Thank you for asking. I'm good.
This is Zachary.
What do you know about Varys?
Oh, that's a really good question.
I did try and hint at that earlier. You notice that things are from the other world,
Yeah.
but apparently he has access to prisons and realms of other than this world.
Yeah, Kagu and I went there. Oh, how do you know?
I know lots of
Jeez.
Oh, Sundavir, that's really ominous, and I just feel like that would be really helpful to know how you know that.
This is why I said you were crazy. I'm
I
sorry.
try and keep tabs on you.
Oh, okay.
So yes, he has otherworld connections.
Also know he was around when I was.
Really?
Before your time.
He's quite old.
Oh.
Many people seem to forget that. Quite convenient, don't you think?
Very. Has he always had the same position and everything?
No. This is recent. The king put him in charge of this.
Was he an inquisitor back in your time? Or was he something else?
He was a counselor. Someone that had full access to a false chosen king. Interesting, don't you think? You want to hear my theory?
I'd love to.
Sure.
Well, I personally think he's the man you see on the wall.
Oh, really?
Potentially. Stripped of his powers. Trying for revenge. Trying to free corruption again.
Why wouldn't he have his powers anymore?
Did you take them from him then?
That was the ritual before us.
Oh. So the ritual wasn't necessarily taking care of like a concept, it was of a person.
Corruption's vessels, yes.
Oh.
Why did the dean say that they were trying to close the void then?
That's the ultimate goal. Close whatever corruption's access is to this world. To find a vessel. I don't know why. It hasn't had a vessel since, and I would assume because they were successful.
Aren't you the vessel?
No, I wield a portion of corruption. I'm not corruption itself.
I mean, what it sounds like what you're saying is in the past, it's like corruption was a deity or an affinity, and it had a chosen, almost, the way that functioned with him.
Almost.
I mean,
would
probably
say
not the
that
same, but-
It was a less of a chosen and more of a vessel or puppet for its own power and sentience to wield power in this world.
Mm. So, you think that maybe he's trying to get back to what he had?
Me too. And what's more danger than that is that it's not showing his face anymore. That you've driven them to hiding. Enemies
They're
that
not-
used to show themselves.
Oh.
It's more dangerous than the shadows. That's just a theory. I did try and warn you before you went to finale, but you guys were so unwilling to listen.
To be fair, we didn't know that you were like double personality and had gaps of memory. That would have been helpful. Been like,
I doubt I have a double personality. Just because I have lapse of time doesn't mean anything.
Anyways, the one who killed Carr then. Do you know who that is?
Only from what you guys have been able to pick up on. I believe that was his brother.
No. It was somebody else who took his brother last time we saw him.
Essentially. A mask is just a mask.
So they are two people then? Is that what you're saying?
I'm saying a helmet can be put on someone else.
We saw Helmet Man take Carr's brother.
Yeah. So there's two people. Are you saying that Carr's brother was the one that killed him and he just stole his hat?
So I'm saying I don't think this is just one person. I think this is a group of people.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah.
right.
Yes.
That's what
So
we're
you're
saying.
saying. Mhm.
Right. I'm just saying you said it couldn't been him. That's just a helmet. Someone could easily have put that helmet on, or they have multiple that look the same.
Yeah, he seemed more about the trying to raise dead than stabby. I don't think he could kill Carr like that.
Yeah, no. He seemed
Not the
very
way Carr
surprised.
died. Getting pinned
Yeah.
to a wall. He's not the type.
Maybe. I don't know.
But you've never seen them before this? Or have they always been around too?
Going after Chosens.
They weren't like this in my day. The one you call the Black Viper. I believe you killed her.
Yeah. Well, we didn't, but
Agent.
no, I'm serious, we didn't.
No, I'm agreeing, it's fine.
Oh, okay.
She was outwardly against us, but merely a fly in our... There were groups that were actively against us. But we defeated most of whatever they sent to us. They retreated. I wonder if whatever this is possibly a group that's united from different factions. Out of being revenge or hatred for the Chosens. To be honest, I don't know much because they're not here either.
Oh.
This orange
This way.
portal that I've seen many times before, takes them elsewhere. That's why I believe Virtus is involved. He's the only one that I know with that power.
Oh, do you mean
Varys
not
or
weird? Not
There's,
weirdness.
sorry.
Varys?
Yeah.
Oh, good, because I wrote Virtus in my notebook because I thought you
People
were just
with V
pronouncing it
names,
wrong.
am I right? Silly, silly.
Yeah, I mean, I guess that would make sense if he.
So you're saying Varys is connected.
I very
To
much
that
think
group?
so.
Or at least they use the same sort of resources. If they're not connected and completely.
Something feels not from here with them.
If you dealt with the Black Viper, though, how is she still around to deal with us?
How is Carr's brother still around?
I was about to ask that actually.
Oh, yeah, you said he died, didn't he?
He
Or was
died.
supposed to have.
Mm-hmm.
He was very much dead.
But I mean,
You think it's the Titans?
No. I believe it's Varys. What
Well, I
he's
mean-
tied in with, who knows?
I mean, the Titans not have their own chosens.
The Titans, no. Those were... what do I say? Constructs, or... Corruption's version of trying to take the primordial powers that the affinities created and turn them against them. They were defeated long ago, though.
Not their own entities themselves, but rather just a turning of energy.
Correct. Mountains, water, sea,
Hmm.
elementals. I'm sure you've come across the gems, smaller versions. That's how they
Yes.
how they came
Those
to
are
be.
fun to check. Mm-hmm.
By the way, I know we're a little past break time. Do you guys want to take a break and then come back to this conversation, or do you just want to power through the conversation and take a break afterwards?
I think I'm almost done.
I think I'm running out of questions too. So
Okay.
Yeah.
I just want to check with you because I know we break at 9:30, so I just want to be sure.
Yeah.
Make sure no one's like tapping their foot like, Michael, go to break because I gotta go to the bathroom. Cool. No, I think that's something different.
Are they is Varys and everyone, are they ones that kind of mimic your power as well that you get worried about, or is that just Verdus and Lightus?
I've never seen Varys use anything of mine, so the king did. He was close to him, but Lightus is the one that I don't like. I don't like that she wields these powers.
Oh yeah, she says she worships you too. So, or at least that's what
She claims.
a lot of the elves say.
They've made a religion out of this. How else to control people?
Right.
Your own personal fan club.
Can't blame them.
Maybe there is a refraction.
I know
They're
that's what I'm
worshipping.
thinking. Light.
Maybe.
Especially
What if you?
well, just especially with the dreams I got of you, it was very targeted, specific. He thought it was very funny. So,
Wait, you thought it was very funny?
That's sarcasm.
Oh.
it was like it.
Peculiar. Peculiar. It's a better word.
Yeah. Well,
Right.
I'm just saying, like, in the dreams, it was more like a taunting point of
Yeah.
him to me.
That's boring.
Does that make sense?
I just want something from you. I don't want to taunt you.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
I'm just
Absolutely.
saying it seemed like intimate knowledge. So, just something to think about.
interesting. I mean, that's what I claim. I aim to know more than anyone else. Knowledge is power. This is a refraction of darkness, of me. And I would assume it would know quite a lot about you.
Mm-hmm. Well, I think I have most of my questions answered.
I don't have any more. No.
I think the only other thing that my mind wandered off to was you mentioned that people don't really remember how old Varus was. You think he's also the one behind the fact that people don't quite remember with the chosen.
No, those are separate. Ancient One is the one behind that. He thinks chosen should be able to live their life. Secrecy, privacy, protection. They're gone. Whatever connection to them being a chosen is gone as well.
But what if the connections they made in life?
They won't know it's a chosen.
But do they know the person?
I would assume so.
You spoke directly to the Ancient One before.
I have. He's a fool.
I bring him into this call?
Zach, you're bleak.
I haven't heard from him in a long time. I feel
Have
like
you tried, though?
I haven't. I have no desire to speak with him.
Maybe a little project for later, then.
We can put a pin in that one.
I also feel like his power is waning. The longer his power stretched among the generation. But I'm sure you'll find that out in due time. He wants you to believe in you, in him. What a wonderful conversation we had. Any other questions
Thank you.
for me? My tea is getting cold.
There will be.
You could have been
but I'll let
drinking
you
it this
drink
whole
that tea.
time.
Much appreciated. Zachary.
I don't have any more questions for you. We'll see what we can do about the Dean.
Good. Don't falter on the
And-
last stone. When you're done. I'm on the coastline, underneath the cliff side of Hanasuka. The point of the ridge. Make, I'm sure you'll know. You'll find me.
Yeah.
The cave where we need to do this ritual is nearby.
I'll
Thanks for
be
trusting us.
united as a big happy family.
Did who's saying that? Is that Mark or is that Zach?
That's Zach.
It's Zach being sarcastic.
I
It's
give
just
him a
this
thumbs
long
up.
sigh, and then you feel his connection. Look out.
Good job. That's the right attitude,
And
Zachary.
that's where we'll take our break, where you guys can come back to, and where you guys can discuss all that lore and all that drop. We'll go ahead and take a quick break. I know we're a little late going to it, but let's go ahead and take a quick 5-minute break so everyone can stand up, move around. Thank you guys so much for joining us for episode 60 of Fates United. We'll be back afterwards in a little bit. Welcome back, everybody. We are back from our break, and our long, yet very well-informed discussion with Sundavir is finally done with his teleconference for the day and can move on with his gardening. But
Gardening?
of course, what do you think he does from day to day?
It's nighttime.
So, you guys have gotten this information, ended the call, and are still in this temple kind of free room with this large kind of dais in the middle that did hold the stone and writing on the wall. Nice chill, cool air kind of coming in from outside up the stairs a little bit. Keys from the pockets.
I'll take these back, and I'm going to grab the 2 stones that they have. Put them back in my stuff.
Do I get to keep this one?
Sure.
Cool.
Just don't lose it.
I have a question. What was in that journal that you were reading in the boat? That I asked if you would read it out loud.
I would also like to know that.
Hold on.
Just so we're on the same page.
I mean, there's not a lot that I didn't already know in there. But it just had some information about cities that were like the first cities.
There's a lot that we didn't already know in there.
I don't know what you guys know.
Not as much, I think, that you know, but that's okay. You're like our librarian.
I mean, you guys know we need to have the ritual for the winter equinox, right?
That's what they've been saying.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the weakest point, I think, for corruption and its host. That bond is at that point.
Mm.
And yeah, that's about it.
Okay. Good to know.
So do you guys believe Sundavir?
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of hard because I feel like I read people best when I can see their faces, but I feel like there's genuineness to it, so I'm not just discounting it.
I do believe he believes in what he said.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got that impression too.
I mean, he's a person who's lived a life far longer than any man should.
Yeah.
Can't imagine what that would do to you. Especially seeing people you care about end up the way they have. And then seeing people come and go and fail at the same thing you knew you failed at.
Mm-hmm.
And the time gap thing seems to concern him much more than... First off, didn't even realize it was a thing. Second, he seems very worried about that. Though he tried to keep it straight.
Yeah.
I get the feeling he was in denial a little bit until we kind of forced him to look at it.
Scary things to not realize,
Yeah.
I would think I'd be scared if I felt that I didn't know what was happening to myself.
Mm-hmm.
Question is it the fracturing, or is it the corruption?
Yeah.
I think is doing the refracting.
I think they're intertwined.
Yes.
So, I mean, I think he might be right too, in that it will likely be harder to get the dean to cooperate and have all of us work together than him.
As far as I
Yeah.
can tell, though, we're all intertwined, our fates are, and we all need to come together. That includes Jorna.
Yeah.
I mean, she's following us, so.
She is,
I
but
just-
she needs to be there for the moment.
We're still down one, even if that is true.
Yeah, like.
That is the lost.
But we have the light stone, and that seems to be the pure essences, whatever.
So then we just need the stone, we don't need Jorna there.
Yeah.
But, I mean, if we do help Jorna, then that gives us a longer time to be able to do the actual ritual in the right way. So maybe we would be able to find what
The
happened to
ritual
her or
we're
whatever.
trying to do first, though, is to help Jorna.
Yeah.
Correct. And do we feel that that is a better decision to make? 'Cause I don't think we're ready for the full one, to be honest.
We're not.
You're talking about end corruption?
The one that the dean was talking about that we need to do.
Or was he also talking about the one to free Jorna? I mean,
I think the dean.
I
was
wasn't
talking about
even-
that.
We could just ask him. Maybe.
We could.
He could be
Well,
dead
he's-
right now.
well, actually, I think Sunivir said that he's dead right now, so I guess we wait
Yeah.
till he's not dead.
It's the respawn period.
We just
To
check
cool
every
the
morning.
cooldown.
We could just check every morning and see,
Yeah.
Because I wasn't even aware there was supposed to be 2 rituals until 5 minutes ago.
Yeah.
So I'm feeling a little annoyed that we've not been in the loop on this.
I feel
What?
like we've not been in the loop on a lot of things.
Unless, did you know the whole time, Zach? I assumed you didn't know the whole time that there was 2 of them.
To Sundavirs?
2 rituals.
No, I didn't know that.
Okay, yeah. So,
Do you think that? Sorry.
I just wish the dean would have told us more.
We seem to have 2 mentors who don't have a lot of. They have stuff, and they have a hard time apparently sharing.
Yeah, I agree with the mentors part, because they're not really doing any mentoring.
They're not mentors.
No.
Well, that's the air quotes.
Yeah.
Senior chosens, I guess.
Do you think that? Okay, so we're going to do this first ritual. If we are successful, and Jorna and the Dean and Sundavir are all do end up passing, do you think that 3 other Chosens will then wake up?
I would assume.
Perhaps.
And then we'd have them.
Perhaps.
That's the
Or
loudest,
we-
the loudest chair.
I'm sorry. It is so loud. I've been wanting a new one for a long time.
Or we would,
That's the perfect silence.
or we would just have those 3.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And a lost one to still be found.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, good idea to talk to him, Zach.
Yeah.
Like right now, it's good to at least get it out of the way.
I'm gonna try something. Just so you all are aware in case something bad happens.
What do you want to try?
What?
I don't know if it's even gonna work, but I'm gonna try something.
No, say what you're gonna try first
What-
before you just do it, Zach.
Please.
Cutting words. And go, right?
Do you want,
Prepare.
do you want me to hold you down or something?
Are you gonna try to contact Jorna?
Yeah,
Okay, yeah, because I was thinking about that too, but I'm not sure if that's a good idea.
I'm gonna try it. So I'm gonna close my eyes, picture that picture of the dean's wife, and try to make a connection to her.
Affinity
Reroute it
check
to make
with
instead.
disadvantage.
Ahu is going to go stand behind Zach in case he needs to grapple him.
I'm gonna stand like in front of Zach, ready to like cast a spell or something if he gets like all twitchy.
So I rolled
I'm gonna watch.
17 and an 18 on my dice.
Nice.
So total of 26.
Oh dang.
You reach out. And attempt to connect to her.
Realizing she is the storm as well.
Sure, of course.
So,
As you do, what you connect with is what you assume is her. A link, a feeling of a warped version of the star affinity powers. And what starts as a small, calm, quickly comes back at you like a storm, and rage, and hurt, and pain. And you're just blasted out of that, and you take 9 points of psychic damage.
yep, that's what I thought.
What happens?
You yourself.
As I was, saying,
I was
your
literally
nose
about to
bleeding
say,
a little
yeah,
bit. Yeah.
Rage.
You felt like this intense hunger for your powers as well.
It wants our power. But
Mm.
there's still something there to connect to.
Yeah. Good point. Are you okay? Do you need anything?
Hope.
You're not okay, or you don't need anything?
Don't need anything.
Okay.
Another thing with your role, though, as you're like trying to think about and process what just happened, there was that intensity of emotions, but you also get that sense of it does feel like it's recovering. Like it's been held back, and then it was kind of at this calm, and then having to rebuild its energy again.
Mhm.
Good roll.
Lucky roll. That's what that was.
Yeah, it could have been worse. That was half damage.
Should we?
We go back and check on your people, Kahu? Family?
I was thinking getting some sleep and then heading back so that
Yeah.
we can get the airship and everything again.
How far are we from? Like, how long did it take us to come here by boat?
I think I said like over 5 hours, right? It was like you had left
I
around
was-
morning, but you had gotten in the afternoon.
Oh, okay.
I thought it was just a couple hours.
It was a couple hours to the
Yeah.
point with the fight, but there was another like 4 or 5
Oh.
hours after that as well. Yeah, we had kind of gone pretty quick from plot to plot, but it took about the afternoon on boat
Hmm.
because it was early morning or so, or getting to noontime, guys. Had that fight or had shielded Fusaga.
I mean, plus it might like make them happy if we stayed for the night. They were really excited to see us. That doesn't happen very often.
Yeah.
Unless you feel really like we need to get back, Kahu.
I mean, no.
I think we should sleep because I think I'm going to be exhausted if I try to paddle that boat back tonight.
True.
Oh,
We
sure.
could try to go all night, though. I have that grass still.
Yeah, no,
You know,
that's not.
I try to keep that on hand for major emergencies.
I'm just sure this is not a major emergency.
We are in a hurry, but you take that too much and you start getting real sick. And I've never seen it happen, but I've heard people can die from it.
Oh, that's pretty
Let's
extreme.
not do that.
I was mostly joking.
Oh, that's fair. It was nice
I can't
hearing
even
your
tell when you
voice.
see it in my face.
Are you talking mentally with us now? Like, are we group chatting this, or are you signing?
I assume yes, because we're still in, we were in the group call.
Okay.
Does anybody hear that constant beeping?
Yeah, soon to be. Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah, no, at this point, because you guys are able to do that, you guys can just mentally connect and have that conversation.
Just so you guys know, it looks really rude if we're just silent, though, staring at each other. And there's other people in the area.
That's fair. I mean, we can
Do you
keep...
just hear me only if I talk like this to you? And I use my other mental link, see if it's different.
Yeah, if
I
you're
would
using
assume he just is,
if you're using a racial ability, then no one else can hear. And it does sound more direct, less echoey.
I think just me. I say to only the mental link part.
Interesting.
It'll be
Yeah.
awkward if you guys don't choose the right mental link to talk.
Yeah? Yeah?
Start gossiping
It's
about
like-
someone, but it's in the
I
group
know!
chat.
It's
Wrong
like
chat,
the
wrong
one
chat!
time. It's like the one time I sent my boss "love you" because he was the last text I had.
Oh, trust me, I've
and
done
I
something
thought I
worse
was
than
sending
that.
it to my wife, and I was like,
Yep.
and then he comes out and he's like, "Thank you." And I was like,
I've done
Sorry.
something similar to that, but I cannot say it on this chat to my boss, so it was quite awkward the next day. I'll tell you guys the story later.
Well, then I suppose maybe we just go get some sleep.
I'm
But
alright.
it is very nice hearing your voice, nice in this way.
Oh, thanks. That's nice of you to say.
Yeah.
Man, how can the DM get around someone being mute and not cheapen the character decision? How about make
But I
it
can
9 levels until they can do this?
I can still, we can still sign and stuff too.
I probably will. I don't like talking that much.
That's fair.
An asterisk. Mistress!
What?
Hey, Mistress, thanks for the ride. How you doing?
Alright.
I was gonna start walking out.
You hear snoring in the stairwell, and you just see Satu just sat down with his head against the wall, and a spear at his side. It's been quite a long conversation that you guys had in your heads.
In complete silence.
In complete
It's so
silence.
good.
Zach, as they're leaving, just gonna draw a few things from the walls down in his notes.
I wait for him. I'm his bodyguard, so, you know, you gotta do what you gotta do.
We're like staggered.
I'm gonna
You
I'm
just
gonna
walk
help
around
Satu wake
Satu.
up.
Oh, okay.
No, I'm gonna help him.
I was just imagining you guys walking around him and him just like 3 a.m. be like, huh, huh. Oh,
We just put red dirt everywhere, so it looks like something really bad happened while he was.
Oh, man. It's crazy.
I'm sorry about that. You guys find what you needed.
I think we did.
Good.
Thank you.
Anything else I can do for you?
We just need to get back to a place where we can get some sleep.
Yeah, sure. I'm sure names or, quite honestly, Anybody in the village would be more than happy to give you housing. It just like he starts yawning. It's just like this roar. Ah. I'm gonna get someone to relieve. Well,
Sorry for making you wait so long.
I guess we don't really have anything to guard anymore. Technically.
Yeah.
Well, that's weird.
There's still history here.
There is. You know, it was a lifetime promise we made. I'll get another guard. If you guys ever need to return it, continue to guard it.
Yeah.
He kind of walks down. 5-minute walk. You guys get to the bottom of this mountain stairwell. Kind of the landslide, kind of out to the shore, but a lot of it's been cleaned up, and already people trying to break up some of the rocks, clean up, and seems like most of the issue has already been taken care of. It seems like the whole community comes together as a group. There's a few fires burning, and you know, there's people cooking fish, different vegetables and fruits. Where do you guys want to go? There's almost like a large half ring of these docks with different shops and kind of, I hate to say taverns, but almost like huts and open places. It seems like a very communal place where people share food and a place to rest and hammocks. A lot of boats out here. And then there's like kind of housing and tents and huts all throughout. They kind of layer through this crater into the woods.
I do appreciate some good food, and I do appreciate a good hammock.
Perfect. Is there anything else you guys want to do? Or are you just kind of finding rest and sleeping? Anybody specifically want to talk to or do? Anything you want to do?
Zach's just gonna go to bed, unless somebody else has anything that they need, but right before bed, he's going to cast Aid with Extended Spell on himself, on Anais, and on Kahu at 4th level, so everybody gets 15,
Noise.
except for Megai. 15 bonus to your HP.
Perfect.
Your max goes up by 15.
And a lot of people come up to you and offer you guys food, drink, and gratitude, and kind of all just want to come up and thank you all. And eventually things quiet down and people kind of go and move on and home and their huts. You guys cast Aid. Anything else?
Oh, I'll check in on Car. Probably like where.
Yeah, hello. Hello. Hello.
Oh yeah, I do want to do one more thing.
Oh, go Zach.
You do your car thing. I'll do mine after yours.
Oh, okay. We're still alive. I am sorry.
It's like really
not
quick.
coming
Like, oh,
back.
good to hear that. It's not like I've been waiting around for you. It's fine. Everything's good here.
I am so sorry.
It's fine.
Everything's okay?
Is everyone safe there?
Yes, we're in Rodashan.
Ah, good.
We'll be coming back tomorrow as soon as we can. Probably early afternoon, I'm guessing.
Alright. Well, we're here.
Alright, you'll stay?
Oh, of course. I want to see you before I go.
Okay.
By the way, Connor's kind of weird. He like does this like zoning out things every so often. Kind of
Oh,
weird, don't you think?
yeah, that's because he's had a lot of romantic experiences, and just try to maybe talk to him and
Okay.
tell him that we're okay. I think that'll help if he knows that Anais is okay.
Yeah, I can talk to him. I can do that for you.
Thank you.
Well, hurry back.
Enjoy.
Miss you. There were
Yeah.
a few creatures, but with the aid of Bahu's sister, I believe,
hmm
we were able to quickly take anything out. There wasn't much. Everyone's safe.
That's good.
No injuries.
Good.
Will you tell me what happened? Because no one really explained that little crazy power thing you guys did. Can you do that for Gravnica?
I don't know if Gravnica was under threat, maybe. Are you going to use me as a shield?
There's like just a moment of like, it was just a thought. No, of course not. It was really cool though.
We've never done that before. But we did get the other stone, and it was the moonstone, and when I touched it, it glowed a whole lot.
Of course it glowed. It's you. You make everything brighter. Shine in the room when you walk in. And a whole lot of other flirty stuff.
So that's good. Everybody here's like borderline worshipping us. It's kind of weird.
Oh, that's nice.
Is
It's not nice?
Well, I mean, it is, but I'm still trying to get used to being okay with that.
I get that. I kind of got used to being ignored for a while.
Mm.
You get used to it though. People give you a lot of things. It's nice.
Giving you an eye roll right now.
Oh, is that what that was? Alright, good. I was wondering what that picture was. Emotes before emotes.
Yeah.
Alright.
Yeah, I imagine. I mean, everything goes through, so I imagine like pictures.
Yeah. Written kind of bleeds through. It's that Voldemort journal thing.
Yeah, actually.
That's exactly what I've thought about when I did this, yeah. Well, get some sleep and hurry back so we can climb together.
That sounds nice.
Apparently the Kalishtar say they make good noodles.
Yes, and if they offer you some, please eat. Word of warning. They eat a lot, so prepare or just like actually refuse. Kahu was telling me that you like have to like put your fork or knife or like something over your plate to actually let them know that you don't want more food.
I was wondering why they kept on bringing me food. Yeah, I'm like surrounded by bread rolls and things.
Get that bread. Yeah.
Well, then hurry back.
Alright. We'll be back.
Looking at the same moon, waiting for you.
Oh, yeah. You're cute.
I know. That's it.
She's like, one of those, she's like, I am the food. Like, what are you talking about?
Perfect. What's an eyes doing?
I don't think anything in particular. I don't think I even have spells to like figure anything out with anybody. I think I spent most of them. Well, no. But no, I don't think I would do much. I don't know how often like Bri checks in.
Yeah, it's typically every night. Yeah, I mean,
so
be like a typical check-in if you want to talk to him. You want to have an RP with him.
I don't need to have an RP with him. I think I just would just keep him updated on Connor and you know.
Extremely thankful. Still emotional. He keeps on wanting to see him, but knows not to press the matter. Is also moving on to painting. Little girls, they are painting the house. So.
Oh, fun. That's super.
Be a lot of pride when we get back, of course. No drinking, I promise. Proud of you.
Miss you. Yep, that's all she do. Probably go to bed, unless anybody else did have anything, but...
I think one thing before I forget, the Kahu would say, it wouldn't be super long, but you at least mindly at some point with the knives be like, by the way, during that fight, the lady you called down, never seen you do that, that was awesome.
That's a new thing.
It was awesome.
Thanks.
Can you please
I had fun with
not
it.
use the group chat? No, I'm just kidding.
Send
Oh my god.
Ew.
No, I'm just joking.
That's all. He was just noting that he thought it was cool.
Yeah, she seems happy.
Cool. Cute. Alright, Zach. What's Zach up to?
Zach has going to bed is going to connect to Sasha.
Hey, glad to hear from you. Are you okay? Or, I'm sorry, actually,
Yeah.
you would probably go first, so. It's just
Hey,
like preemptively
Sasha.
gets the connection.
Hope you're doing okay. I saw that Celestia got hit. Everything okay up there?
Oh, good to hear from you. I was worried. Yeah, there's a lot of worry from crazy storm. Is that the shadow thing?
Yeah, that's the same thing that attacked the Centaurium.
It looked familiar. Can I tell my dad that?
I mean, he knows about the storm that attacked the school, right?
Yeah, they're not sure that's what it was. It almost hit one of the stones, but it just hit rocks. Everything's okay.
Yeah, it was definitely pretty intense. But, I mean, you could say it looks familiar if you need to.
Hey, Zach?
Yeah.
You're not... You guys aren't causing it to happen.
We are not creating it, but it wants to destroy us.
So it's following you?
Yeah.
Oh. I see. Well, some of the council and my dad starting to wonder if you guys are controlling it. It seems to go where you guys go. There's a lot of questions.
Yeah, there's a lot of lies that are out there.
I trust you though, and you need to try and get my dad to listen. He's your dad's situation isn't helping you much.
Yeah.
Sorry. I believe in you though. I'm proud of you. I think it's really cool what you're doing.
Yeah, we're working to stop the storm from happening anywhere else.
Are you okay, Zachary? You're holding back some. I can tell. Don't lie to me.
I mean, it's just a lot of pressure.
I know. You okay?
I haven't been okay for a year now.
You'll find them. I know you will.
That's not as important. But hopefully.
What do you mean it's not as important? Your family.
It is. But The storm's gonna keep following us. Keep killing.
So what?
Next time, not miss the orbs holding up the city. Next time, wipe out a whole town. My family is small compared to that.
Nothing's small to you, Zach. I think you can do both. I know you can. You're the smartest person I know.
One has to take priority, though.
Can I help?
What?
Can I help? Sorry, the connection it's a little weak.
I don't know what you can do, honestly. I'm lost for what needs to be done.
Have you found anything?
There may be some connection to Hanasuka,
Hanasuka?
but that's all I know.
There's like all these clouds above it. Like none of our ships have come back.
Yeah,
Do you think that's where they are?
I don't know if that's where they are, but I think there's a connection there. Some of my brothers were seen with somebody who was wearing Hanasukan garb. And there could be leads there.
But you're busy?
You're not going to do anything, are you?
Well, if you're busy, maybe I can find out.
You're one person, though.
I am very much a powerful person, Zachary.
As were numerous others that my family hired.
Maybe they weren't looking in the right places, or they weren't careful enough. You're busy, I'll go.
I don't want you to go.
Family, Zach.
I think what's happening in Hanasuka is something that is too big right now and too dangerous for you to deal with by yourself.
Wow.
But if you insist that you want to help, maybe we can pick you up when we go that way. But I need you to be patient.
Okay. Whatever will help you.
It helps me to know that you're safe.
Of course I'll be safe.
Not going off somewhere else where it's dangerous.
Fine, I just won't tell you.
I will just ask you not to do it because I don't need that stress right now.
What if I get my father to make a diplomatic visit?
Your ship won't come back. like you said.
And then you come save me. And now the Chosens will have to come save the Severance family. How's that?
No,
Priorities.
this isn't some game.
Not a game.
It's not a game.
I think your family is my priority.
If you mean that, you'll wait for me.
Give me a persuasion check with advantage.
What's my persuasion? Okay. 32.
Jeez. You just hear a...
He really needs this one.
Fine. You know I can do this by myself if I wanted to.
I know you are very capable, but it's
Very.
better to work as a team.
You and me.
We will work together. So wait for me to come get you.
Fine. I'm sending someone though.
You're what?
I'm going to send someone. Like a merchant or something.
Well, why?
Maybe they can get out. I don't know. I am going to try and get as much information as I can. Maybe, or this, I'll call around to see if anybody has gotten out. Has heard of anybody coming back. A scout, a merchant, or emissary. How's that?
Find out what you can from home.
Yeah, of course. I will not go. I promised you I will not go anywhere until you pick me up.
Or send people potentially to their doom.
Well, you don't know if it's to their doom.
I don't. That's why I said potentially
Yeah,
to
exactly.
their doom. But you don't know that it's not to their doom.
Well, I don't tell you my plans. Fine. Be careful, Zach.
I'm doing everything I can.
I don't like sitting around.
Yeah. One thing. If you can get to Rodashan tonight, you can come with me. Otherwise, you have to wait.
Asuka?
You can come with me to our next destination.
Where are you going? Because Dad would be very mad at me if I get out.
Do you miss Carlos at all?
Carlos? Not really.
So it's up to you.
Is he okay?
Wait. He's fine. He has made a request for some aid, which seems to help us with the storm as well.
Up to you, Zach. I don't know how much help I can look into Hanasuka if I come with you, but I'd love to see you.
That's why I said if your choice of get to Rodashan tonight or wait till I come pick you up for Hanasuka. I almost said Helasuka, but it's close enough.
Yeah, that's fair. Alright. I might get grounded for life. Let's do this.
Yeah, currently feel like if he found out we're together, you'll probably be grounded for life already. So
We've had a few arguments, but he's not the... He knows now.
if you do, we're staying at the hut by whatever dock, but not describe it.
Sure, yeah. Like kind of the easiest one to get to, like in the east side. Okay.
Need to be here by morning.
Okay. Well, let me go find someone I trust not to squeal on me.
All right.
Cool. I'll see you soon.
See soon then.
Oh, yeah, sorry. You too. Bye, Zach.
See ya.
Roll me a d20. Gonna be if she succeeds or not.
That's a 14.
Okay. We'll find out in the morning.
Yep.
Cool.
Yeah, there definitely was a thought of her she could just jump and I could feather fall her at the last second, but
That's fair. That is fair.
that could end real badly.
Yeah,
if
could
it
end
goes
really badly. Wait, is that you? Is that? Oh, okay.
Which side did you jump off from? North or south?
Wait, don't jump yet.
Too much chance for miscommunication. on that
Nice.
one.
Remember.
The most pointless Revivify ever.
It's the Keyleth moment.
What a waste.
Yeah.
And then, yeah, I'll just mentally connect all of them. We may have a guest in the morning.
Oh.
Huh?
Is this soon to be?
Oh, okay.
Make it just like,
Sasha might be coming down.
yes.
Oh, okay. Any reason?
She wants to help.
Okay.
We can
Sounds
have
good.
more people, and yeah.
One of the bows is going to be a tight squeeze, though.
We're about to say a double date.
You'll say triple date.
Amazing.
Zach just like rolls over, disconnects.
Yeah.
Very, very much so disconnects.
Make
It
it
just is like-
huh, might be a triple date.
And Zach literally rolls over, is like, yeah, so I'm not the fifth wheel. Just rolls over.
I love it. Alright. Is there anything else you guys want to do tonight?
Yeah, I was going to sleep.
You guys all end up finding sleep and slumber. There's a few guards and kind of people like on watch. There's like kind of like what's equivalent to like a neighborhood watch here between the guards and the druids. Kind of always someone pacing and watching. Peaceful little river that opens up out to the ocean at this crater. You all fall asleep though. Begin to dream. Heavy breathing. Just this laborious growl. This darkness and a red sky. You hear the rattle of chain. Something is pulling you in towards a void. No. The village just swallows you whole. You kind of wake up in the morning. Something is out there. It does not want you to complete what you're doing. That's where we'll end tonight's session. And pick back up next week on episode 61.
Whee!
We'll see if Sasha makes it in her attempts to lose her guards and jump down. And we'll see what happens in the morning. So yeah, super excited. Great job, guys. A lot of lore and pieces together and re-perspectives
Literally,
today.
this entire session was mental
Yeah,
conversations.
literally.
We didn't do
I was expecting an
anything else.
RP, but not like mentally RP. No, you guys did really good.
It's so good.
But thank you guys so much. We'll be back next week for Bardic Brews on Wednesday. We will be interviewing our second player for Call of Netherdeep, Megan. So it's gonna be super excited to get into that. Greg's wonderful wife. And then we'll be back next week for Fates United to get the next part of y'all's adventure as you attempt to go after the last stone, Britannia, and close things up in Fusuaga. And Sunday, Beacon's Aura is back. The anxiety now begins. Especially since Garrus and Ren failed their roll, or at least rolled low, whatever that means.
We don't know what that means.
We don't even know what it
means.
means. That's what Mark's been doing to us for a month.
It could be a good thing, though, because sometimes when you roll bad, it's a good thing in his game occasionally.
I highly doubt it. That's just me.
So,
but check in 3 p.m. Eastern time on Marquee Gaming's channel to check that out. Also, just kind of shouting it out just because I like it. Critical Role is doing a 4-part series, Exandria Unlimited Calamity, the end by Brennan Lee Mulligan. They're on right now, actually. And it's a precursor story to the story of the Calamity that happened in that setting that we will actually be playing a much later time frame in our campaign. So there could be correlations between some of the lore that you'll see. So it's something if you want to check out. There is there. Let's see who's on today. Is there anybody we know? Hey, Creepy Black Dude is on right now. Let's go ahead and raid him. Creepy was in our one shot that we did last week, or 2 weeks ago, actually. Let's see if I can do it from my chat now again. Hey, it works from my chat again. So thank you guys so much for coming in for Fates and supporting us. We love you guys so much. As always, you show your love and respect to us. Let's show our love and respect to Creeps. He's amazing, wonderful friend of the channel. We love him. It was super fun to get to play a game with him. But we'll be back next week. I love you guys. Have a good one.